and tell him to do it, and she's operating under the
we straight. We straight.
All she did was wish upon a star.
Yeah, that's why.
She didn't say go.
That's why. And you got hired today.
Under which she went to prison for.
Let's find out. I'm gonna find out right now. Let's find out what young Gypsy.
She didn't do that. Nah, that's different. She didn't accomplish.
No, remember.
Nah, that's an accomplice.
It is definitely an accomplice because you come on.
She said our life will be better. Like she didn't say.
She pled guilty to second-degree murder and served 8 years of a 10-year sentence. She was granted parole in September of last year.
They charged her as an accomplice.
Yeah, second-degree murder.
So
she doesn't consider herself a murderer, though, in her words.
I mean, she didn't physically murder.
But you guys, if you are charged with second-degree murder, then you're a murderer.
It's the technicality.
Not then you a murderer.
That don't mean that.
You pled guilty. You pled guilty to murder. So if you pled guilty to fighting, then you're a fighter.
But that's just court shit.
Sometimes
that doesn't mean you really did it.
It's like you have to do that because there was a time when I was doing some door-to-door, like trying to sell energy. And this lady called the police and said that I hit her with a binder that I had. And
did she say no?
I swear to God, I did not hit her with it.
So why you hit the no, it's like that. Wait, hold on.
The police and they arrested me. And they was like, well,
the business she talking about is how I became who I am today.
And I'm like, man, there's nothing else I could do.
I swear to God,
I did not hit her.
The business she's talking about, I wouldn't be sitting in front of y'all today without the business she's talking about. The business she's talking about made me who I am. That's the reason. Sasha, my brother. That's the reason why I called. That's the reason I moved to LA.
What was the name of the business?
Selling energy. Oh. So going door to door. So when I started, my first day, they showed me, oh, this is what you got to do. But if you can get other people to do this, you don't got to do it. Wait, huh? So you want me to knock on doors? But if I can go get about 3 other niggas to do it, I don't got to do it.
And you get a percentage off of
less. Nigga, within 2 weeks, I had about 6 niggas out there knocking on doors and selling free phones. I was at home by 12 o'clock every day. My check was $1,200 every week within a month. I had quit all 3 of my other jobs. I moved to LA within 3 months of working at that job. And it taught me everything I know about business today. That's why she said, Stash, that's my brother. Without him, I wouldn't be here. I think it taught me everything I know about business. From books to how to run. When I had 45 employees, when I had 7 offices at once, when I broke my neck in 2016, all of that shit is from that business. That business is the reason why I am here today. Knocking on doors when nobody else wanted to. In DC, I got guns put out on me. I'm talking because I care like nobody outworks me. So I'm knocking on niggas' doors at 10 o'clock at night. All that. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Yo, you want to go your light bill? Nah, your light bill though. Like I know you don't want me to, but your light bill though. I don't give a fuck about none of that. You can tell me no. That's cool. You know what my trick was? My trick was this. This is fuck niggas up. I was a beast. I changed the game. Because with IDT, you would get a check in the mail, right? So if you signed up, you get like a $50 check in the mail. You in the hood. $50 sound like a lot to a lot of people. You only got one $50 check. That's how I would sell it. You get your $50 check. They're like, hell no, I ain't get my check yet. That was easy for me. So what I would do is when people tell me no, I had my binder and I had a piece of paper and binder. I'm like, oh, you ain't get your check? Oh, I don't want that check. Fuck out of here. All right, cool. As soon as they would close the door, I'm like, oh, they don't want their check, and I'll rip a random piece of paper. They open the door so fast, they think I just ripped their check. I'm like, oh, you don't want your check? All right, cool. Shh. Yo, you just ripped my check? Yeah, but now I got to do a phone call. Yeah, now I got to call and get you another one in the mail, so you might go get your light bill from me.
Who taught you that?
Me. It's marketing.
That's smart. I never thought that.
I used to wear women cologne on my forearm, so when I do this, go get the light bill. That should go by the law of attraction. You want to catch a bad bitch? You got to smell like one sometimes.
No, I would just wear fruity ass shit all the time. For sure. They like that shit.
Tell you, it worked. Yo, beast. With the grandmas, it worked like a charm. And I was outside with a suit. So my whole pitch was, yo, I sit because I know that people come by every day because I'm the one that sends them. So I know they go by every day. So my pitch was, yo, look, I'm the supervisor. I'm just checking to make sure they came by. Oh, they did come by? So you got your check in the mail. I ain't get my check. Oh, they ain't do their job. Yo, go get your bill. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. And I was getting $100 a person. I get 3 of those a day. They get $300 a day.
Was you with Jasmine? And...
Nope. I was only in Albany for 3 months. After that, I went to LA. I opened my first office in LA.
That money is crazy.
Opened my first office and moved straight to LA. Yeah.
Well, sales is good overall. You know what I mean? It's just depending on if you got
The
the
hustle.
tenacity or if you.
You have to have
what
the
product.
You gotta have
personality.
Exactly.
I could talk to anybody.
Yeah, some people are
I
introverts
went to
or,
jail. I was like, fuck
and
this.
then I
Just don't have the
outsmarted the
ability.
game. I said, hold on, where do everybody go with their light bill when they need help anyway? DSS. So I got a table. Me and my niggas sit in front of DSS, and then I gave them the free phones, and you were gonna help people with their light bill, and they never had to go door to door no more. So that's why when you see them set up now, I started that shit. Ask Tosh. I was the first person to do that. I said I'm not gonna have, because I was in LA at the time, and it's hot as hell. I got the niggas going door to door. Actually, in LA, you couldn't go door to door in certain neighborhoods, and that was fucking up my money. So I outsmarted the game. I'm gonna get a table. I'm gonna go print out a big ass banner, free phones and checks, energy checks. Put that shit in for the DSS. DSS never said nothing. Boom. People just walk up. Yo, you got your free phone? No. You got your check.
Sign up? Was it 20?
I was a supervisor, so I would. I mean, as a rep, I was probably getting like 40 a service, but as a supervisor, I was getting like $12 every service they did. But I had 40 something people. So,
that money.
like my highest check was like $12,000 for a week. Happened once, but it was like a week.
That money is crazy.
It was a lot.
Yeah, sales is good. My little brother.
That shit changed my life.
Like when we go to Panama and shit, he still got to work. You know what I'm saying?
But that's why I quit. So that's why I quit. I was 20 when I met Stash. I was 19. When I moved to LA, I was 20. So I'm 20, 21, 22. I broke my neck at 22. So I was in a car accident. So then I didn't. But again, that business saved my life because I had so many people working for me, and they knew that I couldn't even do shit, that they were going extra hard. So I didn't leave my bed for 6 months. But from 19 to 25, I moved back at 26. So from all of those times, I was in charge of people who was 40 years old. I'm trying to get them places to live because again, I want to hire people who you can hire felons, you can hire people who need the money and shit like that. So I was going and hiring people that needed shit, but now I gotta manage your life. Like you living in a halfway house, and I gotta make sure that you work hard enough so you can get your apartment, but you don't know how to find an apartment, so now I gotta do that shit, right? Or your check is $50 short, so you called your manager. Your manager's calling me. It's a Friday, and I'm in the bar now. I gotta go through email trying to figure out why your check $50 short. I don't give a fuck.
It's crazy.
I was on 3 flights a week. I don't want to be on 3 flights a week. I was living in LA and living in DC at the same time. I didn't want to do that. My rent was $2,500 in one place, $2,200 in another. I didn't want to live like that no more. I quit both them shits and went and got a job at AAA. I wanted to be normal again. It was too much. It was annoying. Like all that managing people, and I wanted to be normal.
Hit me up a lot.
I wanted to be normal.
They used to see me like, yo, bro, you should do this. I'm like, I don't want to do that shit, bro. That's a lot of work. I see, but from hearing your story though, I could have did some things. Though.
Yeah, as long as you, if you can find other
find
people,
a way to get people to do shit.
You can find other people. Exactly, that's all it is.
That's all it is.
Give the gab, you can talk.
Give the gab, you can talk. I'm
telling you, I ain't want to knock on niggas' doors at 10 o'clock in DC and get guns put out on me, but it worked.
My shit ain't right.
It worked. Sometimes it did. Sometimes it did.
Right.
You know what I mean, it was plenty
times, and that was how you did it at them time of hours. Those time of hours is different.
Yeah, not.
So you got to talk to them differently.
But like even in a situation like her, now I'm getting a phone call on a Friday saying that one of your reps hit a customer with a binder. I don't want to deal with that shit. So it's, you know what it's easier for me to do? Fire her. And she might not have even done it, but it's easier for me to just fire her than to try to figure out if she really hit the lady with the binder. Because I can go get another one of her. It's easier for me to just go on the street, yo, you know, and it's easy because I'm gonna ask you, not do you need a job? I'm gonna say, yo, you do know somebody 18 or older looking for a job, right? I'm telling you off the rip, you do know somebody 18 or older looking for a job, right? You're like, yeah, me. Cool, come with me. It's easy. So it's easier to fire you than it is to figure out your situation.
I've seen, you know, the MX Energy and all that, them dudes walking around. I personally, you know, wasn't fucking with that, but I seen a lot of people doing it, so I know people was doing it. You know what I mean?
And all the niggas that trained me is all the niggas from the city. Like that's what made it easy. All the niggas like Stage was like them niggas is from the city, so it just made it easy as hell. It was like, this.
I should have took my sales skills to a car lot or some shit.
I would have did that too.
Shit, I remember me and my brother was at like one of them shits. Years later, now I realized it was Verizon, but I didn't know it was Verizon.
Exactly at the time.
And we in there sitting in a seminar to do like, yo, you got to get people to do this. So I had a couple niggas,
I'm going to say this
and they did it. And like he's saying, I ain't get to the bread he did or nothing because I ain't really give a fuck.
Yeah.
But just a little bit of people I said to do it.
I was working 3 jobs, and I think I was making like $1,000 every 2 weeks working 3 jobs. My first check in that building was $800 for 1 week. I quit all 3 of them shits on the same day.
Damn.
My first check was $800. I was for 1 week, and you got paid every Friday there. Nigga, I quit in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I should have stayed with it. We getting money.
Yo, that's what I meant to bring up on the pod though. Some funny shit. This
That's
is
wild.
I changed the way I transition from topics. It's weird, so you just have to bear with me. Snoop Dogg, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Snoop turned down $100 million.
$100 million.
Had to be a reason. What was the reason?
He turned down $100 million from OnlyFans.
Did they say what he wanted? What they wanted?
Yeah.
Him to do?
What they wanted him to
Pull
do?
that shit out.
Isn't
Pull
he
what
like
out?
a grandfather now?
Yeah, I'm sure he got
his money.
Yeah.
Pull out his.
He got he's all right.
for 100 M's.
Well, for
100 M's, you gotta understand.
I would walk around ass nigga with a camera on.
Snoop been a nine-figure nigga for 5-6 years, huh?
He did porn back in the day. Snoop did.
Snoop is, and guess what?
Yeah, Snoop did porn back in the day.
Guess what?
Snoop got 9.
Guess what? It's high nines, right? And guess what? I didn't know that either.
I'm not. What we saying? High nines.
Snoop Dogg. What we
like high nines like 7.
I do for 25K. So 100 million ain't shit.
Names
like,
on the globe on the planet.
I got OnlyFans that I ain't put shit on.
We gotta speak. Oh, we're talking about 100 million to a nigga who got 100 million. So we would have to be more like, would you do it for like 1,000?
Yep. I already got one. I just don't have all my content on there. So yeah.
All right, Paul.
And he said all his content. No Dwight. No Dwight. You about to go down this rabbit hole?
Yes, I am.
Why it's gotta be Dwight though?
You know I'm about to go down this rabbit hole.
Because he's about to ask you about your OnlyFans. That could be Dwight.
100.
Just to make sure they don't think
100% about to ask you about
no Dwight.
No, go to the next question.
No, how long you had it? How long you had it?
Technically, I got an E-Play.
I don't know what that means.
It's like OnlyFans, but it's a different site. It's called E-Play.
E-Play is like a Pornhub.
No, see, all these sites, people always get the misconception it's got to be.
Yeah, because I was going to ask you what was the biggest payment you've gotten.
You can do whatever you want on there.
What's the biggest payment you've gotten from your content?
Like $20.
Oh,
yeah, I haven't really put nothing on it because.
But I mean, $20 for 5 times, $100 for one video,
yeah, and for not doing nothing. And yeah,
I'm not asking you what you want to do,
but I'm just saying it could be for anything. That's all I'm saying. It could be for anything.
That's not. I'm not. I don't want to hurt that.
I'm more of a promoter of like virtual pimp.
A virtual whoa.
Yeah.
What's that?
I need you to explain this one.
A niche ego.
It's like
you know what virtual pimping is?
No, but I can surmise.
He can surmise, right? So it's like basically.
I want him to surmise.
Well, he's smart.
I want you to shut up real quick. I want you to surmise. What is a virtual pimp? Because I want to know before you explain it. Because he might be right or wrong.
Yeah, I think he might. I think he knows.
Oh, you got. Well, we all before you answer. I want all of us to guess this.
All of us ain't guessing. You don't got to worry about that.
A virtual pimp.
Because I know what I thought.
I have no idea what it is, and I was waiting for him to further explain. But
is that like OnlyFans? Like you got people subscribing to you? What is that?
All right,
so you got them giving you your.
Because you're a smart guy, and y'all on the same wavelength or some shit like that.
I thought it was basically some like virtual, like Sims type shit. You know what I mean? Like
so not real girls, but like.
No, I was thinking real girls.
Wait, time out. Wait.
See, exactly why I didn't want to surmise.
No. That's what I'm saying.
That's why I didn't want to surmise.
Because I had 2, really.
Oh, all right.
It was about like, some virtual meta type shit. And then it was like some teaching people how to pimp type shit. That's what the 2 things I was thinking.
He really doing promotional pimping. Like, I got these chicks, and if I send you over to their page, they'll do XYZ if you know it came from they know you got sent by me, but it costs $2 for me to send you.
So he's a referral program.
referral.
Yeah, he's a referral program.
I would see.
I like that better.
Yeah, virtual pimping sounds crazy.
No, that sounds
like
better.
Well,
that's why a lot of these smart people give me a better title. I like that better.
Yeah, virtual pimping is insane.
Like
You
that.
call that a referral program?
Look, I don't even type
what should happen is
you see, I just
you
did the
got
whole
it.
Players Club shit.
I do
Players
peaceful.
Ball.
because what should happen is
I didn't
once
want the
they
word
get
pimp on
because once they get like because once I get 10
Unfortunate
hits,
souls.
like what do you get? Like what?
Poor unfortunate souls. A lot of chicks don't know what to do.
But what's your end? Like, all right, so you send them 10 clients and then you get a free.
Look,
Because you know, like when
That
you know
wasn't what I thought.
you know when you go to
I want to
Stewart's.
know what I do. Want to know what Bobby thought. I do.
That
for sure.
wasn't what I thought. I thought like, all right, you got your little OnlyFans, and I'm not 100% privy to how OnlyFans works because I've never been on it at all. But I'm thinking like, all right, you got your little OnlyFans set up. You get you a click, a login, a person. You and old girl and old girl's friend happen to be on deck, and your participant will be like, "This is what I want to see,"
That's what I was
and you'll be
thinking.
like, "All right, Susie and Sally, this is what I want y'all to do." And it's just,
you gotta get better girls.
It's both of them what they say.
Yeah,
Because if I was doing that, I'm gonna get more than $20.
You say
I can
that.
think of 2 girls right now that can get about $20.
No, I'm talking about from just something just for me. You ain't talking. I'm talking about the ones I
they
manage.
got little
Or you
games like
manage
that
them.
on like,
And like you can manage,
Yeah,
like
what's
a
the
lot
name
of
of
women
it?
don't know what to do with their
One of the
bodies.
practices.
A lot of
not
chicks
even
don't
they
know.
got like AI.
Animated.
Yeah, like AI stuff. Like
Oh, the shit
you know,
like Apple and them used to do.
But it's a
You know,
mixture
it's
of between
always-
both
I
of
just
what they
said-
say.
I
I
just
was completely wrong.
I just learned about
Nah,
AI too.
When
Wait,
you go on
hold
Tag,
on,
you know how Tag is,
Yeah.
man?
Wait, y'all missing shit.
Yeah.
What happens, man?
It's always like an ad that'll pop up before your porn video come on. Like,
Yeah.
if you want to really see something
Facts.
fun, why
Yeah.
don't you click
Facts.
on this page?
You gotta click. You try to click that shit off so
I'm
fast.
trying to figure out how to do those.
That shit fucked the whole
I'm
moment
trying to
up.
figure out how to make those.
I'm gonna be
Because
honest.
that's where the money at, for sure.
Really?
Because they pop up
Oh,
everywhere.
yeah.
They just popping up
What?
and people and they pop up like in
Oh, this
interruptions.
is fuck about that.
The
Yeah,
cards.
you gotta have to overtalk him.
Yeah.
You only shut up if you overtalk him.
My bad.
No, you can talk about it.
No, we was talking about something different. We was just
No. I don't know what he was about to say.
Interested in cartoons.
Yes.
It made shit so.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's my argument when I argue with my man Chris, because my man Chris always be like, dudes
Everybody
only
got a
mess
song.
with
Everybody got a cake.
dudes only mess with
Except for
big
him.
chicks because they're preying on their low self-esteem and they on bullshit.
Hell
And I
no.
tried to,
No.
I know it's not
Completely
true.
not.
Hell
And
no.
what I prove,
Sometimes
what I
that
use
box
to
be
prove to
fire.
him, hold on, what I use to
Sorry.
prove to him that it's
Sorry.
not true
Sorry.
is the amount of clicks and the popularity of BBW porn. When you're in the privacy of your own home and you can literally click on anything you want.
Yeah, there wouldn't be a category for it if it wasn't. If niggas didn't like it, there wouldn't be a category for it.
Really
Like, if
like
you
it.
I don't
ever-
think
That's
that-
one of the top joints.
Because some sites will break down. like,
Yes,
the
that's
top
one of the.
Yeah,
that's always
and
there.
all of them do.
First of all, if you're using a site,
Let's
let's be
all
clear.
do
If
that.
you're using a site that don't give you your top results,
Yeah.
you're using a trash site.
Yeah.
If you
for
say
sure.
it again.
Your shit gotta have. Your shit should have the. Your shit should have the filter in. If your shit don't got the filter and the sort
Yeah.
button, like what are you on?
You should have your algorithm
Well,
on
like,
top.
Fuck site is you on?
I'm gonna say
You
that.
on one of them sites that link
Yeah,
that
that's a good way to gauge that.
Well,
But I don't think it's a deciding factor because there's a lot of things that's novelty that's gonna get clicks. You know what I'm saying? Like people click.
I told you, I just went to go look for the civil rights
One of
porn.
the top 5 categories on multiple porn sites.
Yeah.
He right though, because remember I just said on the
I
pod,
mean,
I went to go look for the civil rights porn.
No. You're absolutely. That's what I'm saying.
Because
That's a
of
good way to
Jonathan
gauge
Majors.
that. Right? That's a good way to
They
quantify.
do
Nah,
that.
no,
But what I'm
I couldn't
saying
find
is,
it.
I think
I couldn't find it
I
because
go
Jonathan
to Daily
Majors.
Mail.
Yeah, they
the
do it,
amount-
but I don't know
Daily
if it's
Mail.
civil
like
rights.
the reason why I can say
I
that
didn't know
is
how
because
You gotta go to
I've
Daily Mail.
personally been attracted to.
Or you might have to
to
look
big
under
women,
like
right? So
master
that's
slave.
really my deciding
Like,
factor.
Daily
do
Mail
like-
would pop
make
up.
Do like
somebody who's
a
not-
master
like
slave,
my man Chris
and then
is
like
cool.
Yeah.
like
No, for real.
subcategory.
She might be right.
No,
I was
she's
looking
right.
for it because
She
all right,
is right.
because
I was
No,
looking
she
for that.
is right.
No,
Ain't no
wait,
man.
I was
Not how it's
She's
called.
right.
Look at the chicks called
She's right.
You do like
Yeah. If you put a master slave, that shit pop
because
up.
I was
For sure.
looking for.
Wait, and make sure you use your quote.
Yeah,
So
she
I'm
might be
not-
off.
That might have been
Master
your experience.
slave,
My experience
quotes,
is that them shits
That's what
don't
he-
they
they
don't.
do.
Right?
It's not even that I'm looking for it, but I was doing some research purposes. I was trying to figure out.
Yeah,
Not something, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Why do women white women love Jonathan Majors. And then when that happened, they no longer love him. But he has this thing.
Definitely, as far as keeping my attraction,
the black.
You know what?
So that's why I thought that he might be like in the civil rights or something, like civil rights war or something, because he has an infection with this.
And he might have won points with the Coretta Scott King and Megan Good.
He used it with the white girl
first.
He used the white girl.
That's what I said. That's a good way to gauge
like
that.
fam.
The white girl.
So what did he do with Coretta Scott King?
He keeps using this woman. He
Like,
made the white girl role player.
Yeah,
he made the white girl role player, and then he said Megan Good is his Coretta Scott King.
Yeah.
So I went looking for civil rights porn because I'm like, clearly this nigga has a thing for civil rights porn. He has a thing.
Who's this?
Jonathan Majors.
He got a slave face.
Yeah.
He got a old civil rights face ass.
He already got the face of a civil rights actor.
Yeah.
He got the face of a nigga from Selma.
That might be too much. Civil rights
12 years.
It's crazy.
It's too much story.
Asshole.
Because what's the story? What's the story leading up to
No,
it?
it's because of the place.
I gotta go on this march tomorrow, but I need to get some of that ass before I leave, though.
She's still by his side.
I gotta go get some of that ass before I leave.
She's still with that nigga right now. They can go with that nigga right
He
now.
got convicted of hitting the chick, right?
No. The way I explain it is, you ever went grocery shopping and overbought, and then when you go to put like the pack of chicken in the freezer and it won't close, so you got to shove the door, close a couple times, hit it with your show. That's what he was doing. He was trying to put her in the car and close the door, but she kept, white girls do shit like this. So he was just trying to close the door. Like it's like when the chicken falling out the freezer.
Back there with that shit. You know what she said?
Why? Because the chicken's white.
Yo, A was sick behind the camera.
Yeah, because that was crazy. That was crazy. But yeah, that's what it's the same thing. Like he ain't hit her, but you can't.
But I think it's kind of dope. She stuck by him.
I don't.
Right?
I don't. That woman. I don't think that woman need to be nowhere near that nigga. That black queen is unproblematic.
I think that was a business agreement.
She was married.
Who, Megan?
Pastor, and now she not.
Because he wasn't live.
That's not fair.
He wasn't live.
That is not fair.
Why is it not fair?
Because what everybody people get divorced.
I already know.
People get divorced, right?
Yeah, pastors be the worst. First of all, pastors are on my top list of ain't shit niggas. Like pastors, and then it's a long gap before we can say number two. Like a long, like youth pastors. I wouldn't trust my daughter with no youth pastor.
Oh man, youth pastor.
Kill a youth pastor.
That nigga's a demon.
They are the worst. They pray and then pray.
A youth pastor.
Nonetheless.
Don't trust the niggas.
Nonetheless.
But that's why we.
I don't know that.
Because you're married. Because you're married. So I got a question. Tori Hart. She is going on tour with Kevin Hart. I mean with Cat Williams, right?
That's mixy as hell.
I thought she's going with Kevin Hart.
So she's going with Cat Williams.
What?
Kevin Hart's ex is going on tour with Cat Williams.
Yeah, no. But at the end of the day, though,
I got dyslexia, so I read it wrong.
You mean?
Damn, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, that nigga cold.
Yeah.
That nigga's cold, bro.
All right, so what's the question?
So my question, right?
But
So she recently did an interview,
you know what I'm saying?
and they asked her why does she still go by Hart versus her original last name. And her thing is, I'm never changing this name because that's what y'all know me by. That's my stage name, and my original last name is Whack anyway. Her original last name is Skipper. So she said, I'm not going back to Skipper because my last name is Hart, and I don't give a fuck that I don't fuck with Kevin Hart's wife. It's like, I don't give a fuck if I don't fuck with that nigga. I'm keeping his last name. So I'm asking, as somebody that's married, like if you got divorced, are you keeping the last name?
Skipper is hilarious.
Or how do you feel about, like, or if you got married, like, how would you feel about her keeping your last name?
All right. So, real life, because I am married, this is my second marriage. His first, my second. So,
just putting that out there.
No, because it's part
relevant.
of the story.
It's relevant. So,
because I was really first. I just couldn't get it right.
That's why I love this.
Couldn't get it right.
Couldn't get it right. He just did. He just fucked it. I mean, he couldn't get it right.
He was on his bullshit.
So she opened door number 2 and took me behind door number 2.
So this is my second marriage.
Took what she could.
Constellation prize.
All right. Yeah. So my first time getting married, I hyphenated my last name. So like my last name was whatever, Murray hyphen my other last name. I kept my last name, Murray hyphen whatever, until we got married. The reason being is because to change your last name is a pain in the ass.
The process.
It's a pain. It's a pain in the ass. So my train, honestly, what I was thinking was, I'm only changing my name.
That's why I get married.
I'm only changing my name one more time.
So if
me having that last name bothers you that much, I'll change it. But just know, if you ever decide to marry me, I'm not changing my name again.
Yeah, I'm sticking with this.
That was my train of thought.
Yeah.
So I was really holding out,
knowing he would get his shit right.
Knowing
he would get his shit right.
I'm gonna just change this shit altogether, because when I go back to
because I hear that it's the process of changing your last name, because you got to get a new social, but in order to get a social, you need this, and then you need that to get this, birth certificate,
passport, all your bills,
banking,
and you just all the walks that you walk during life where you use this name, and then it always comes back. I had. You know how you have the website online, Found Money, where I was going to college and Hudson Valley owed me some money, and my name was this, and now it's this. It always comes up. So I'm not.
But her reasoning, that's why I guess.
But her reasoning is as simple as whatever. To me, I don't know why she would change her name. Yeah. As Tori Hart, she's somebody. As Tori Skipper, she's nobody. Which is why when Tina Turner got divorced, she was like, "Listen,
same Larsa
she was
Pippen.
like, I don't need a dime. Just give me this name, because this is the
That's
name.
What I know about. Nobody knows Tina Johnson.
It matters.
You know Tina Turner.
Conversely, even though
ain't R. Kelly X still out here?
Yeah, even though I'm married, and when I got married, I did legally change my last name, so we have the same last name. Yeah. However, at work, I still use my maiden name, because I have a job that you're known by your last name, not your first name.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been on this job for 17 years.
Yeah, so that's what
I didn't say it like Murray.
At 17 years, my name ring bells. 17 years, I start coming out with some new name, and I gotta try to start making the association. It's gonna be a problem. So,
I just thought it was interesting.
Mine didn't take
for her reason.
No, you need to get.
I was married for 12 years.
You gotta get new.
I was married for 12 years.
You don't have to change it.
Funny shit. Your banking, your bills, your everything.
Funny shit is I always recommend to women, don't hyphenate. I'm either you're gonna take the name or you're not, because hyphenating is the worst thing you could do in society. You'd be surprised in this day and age how many computer systems are not set up to accommodate a hyphenated name. So just as an example, me and my girls went on a girls trip last year. We flew out of JFK. Everyone else's pre-check went through except for mine.
That would have me hot.
Because I got a hyphenated.
That would have me sick. I paid for pre-checking out.
And it wouldn't accept. So even though I paid this money, I still got to stay on the line for 20 minutes while everybody else is through because of the hyphenated name.
You think it emasculates a man to hyphenate you?
And
you read my mind.
I was just about to say, if she don't take it or hyphenate it, does that mean something?
Do you feel away as a man if your wife say I don't want to change my last name?
Right?
If your wife say I don't want to change my last name, would you feel away?
First of all, I ain't getting mad.
If you, I'm just saying, hypothetically.
No, I didn't get mad.
How old are you?
That's what everybody
30.
said.
I'm 35. I just turned 35.
How old are you?
Oh,
how old are you?
That's crazy.
46. I just got married in June.
Yeah. Congratulations, my brother.
I got married when I was 20. I got married when I was 26 and got divorced when I was.
I don't believe in
30.
I didn't stay alone. I was only married my first time very briefly. We were together for 8 years before we got married. We was divorced within a year. But
congratulations.
Shortly thereafter, I met this dude. I'm back on the field. I'm meeting people, and I met this dude, and he's like, "Yo, somehow it came up that I hyphenated my name," and he was like, "Oh, that's because you didn't really mean it." And you know what?
He wasn't sure.
You know what? You know what? I felt like he was right. I felt like he was right. 100%. It was almost like, all right, I'm gonna marry you, but I'm still trying to hold on to me. I'm still trying to be kind of me. When he said it, it resonated with me so deeply that I never forgot. And I laughed because you know what? In that moment when he said it and when I thought about the whole totality, I felt like it was 100% true.
You knew that shit. You know that shit. I was married for 12 years.
Which is why this time I had no problem. You know what? I'm changing my name.
So did your wife change her name when you met?
No.
Did you feel away?
Yep. Not really felt away. I just knew, all right, she don't fuck with me for real. like dead ass, and we stayed together for 12 years. But at the end of the day, you never changed this shit. You don't fuck with me.
Oh, she never
after 12 years, I mean, after 5, I would have started like, wait.
But I do feel like it means something. Like if you're not willing to, as a woman, because I mean, there is a submit.
It's a commitment.
That commitment, that submission to a man, that is a real thing. It really is. So it's like, as a woman,
women hate that submit word.
But at the same time, I didn't really give a fuck either, though. I ain't gonna lie. At the same time, I didn't care.
But I'm okay with it. As the woman that I am.
Yeah, I was gonna say you grown and you understand it. These women, these young women, they hear submit and think that they about to be on their hands and knees.
You faithful for the 12?
Absolutely.
I'm grown. I'm secure in who I am.
You know me.
And I'm a boss.
I wouldn't even do that shit.
Say, you know what I mean? I don't have a problem.
That'd be disrespecting the sanctity of what it is. Whether if I believe it now or not, at the time, that's what I believe in.
You
gotta teach it to the young ones because they hear submission and they don't like it.
Why would that make them masculine?
No, emasculate. You emasculate us by not taking my name. Yeah, that's gonna emasculate you.
Oh, okay.
Cause like I'm not a man.
Yeah. Look, it's like the new. No, it ain't.
Because not taking his name. Really to me, it just I kind of think you see it in, like you see it in, like you know, because you don't want to have to go through the process of changing your shit back. So you see it in.
Like in the moment, that's how I felt. That's definitely how I felt.
He wanted to ask for what he thinks.
That almost segues into the prenup argument.
Yeah,
it depends though. So a prenup
is a prenup.
This is why I don't. That's why I went Q on institutionalizing your love. Yeah. But
is a prenup you setting out and basically stipulating the demise?
No.
What happens when this shit don't work out?
I used to think that. I don't think that no more. Only because whatever happens, what we are when we get married and what we do together, we can. That's us. But whatever you came with and whatever I came with, I mean, that's that. Like prime example, I always say it, but it's like move Shorty into my crib, and then when we broke up, she wanted to leave. Yeah, you can go, but you can't take that bed. That bed ain't even gonna fit in that little ass apartment you got. Like you can't. Like you can't take that dresser. That's a 6-piece. Like you can fit 2 pieces. Like you can't do that. So in my mind, it's just like you leave with what you came with, and then whatever we built together.
If we got some shit together,
we rock with what we. I mean,
you split what you came with.
I can't do the back and forth with you because I agree. Like I'm pro prenup. Like I'm pro with.
Yeah, like you. Yeah. I mean, what you. And that's tough from a woman. Like women don't even.
I'm pro prenup. Now we didn't get a prenup, and it's funny because. Even my first marriage, my father was like, yo, get a prenup. Like, listen, ain't nobody worth what you work for, you know, get a prenup. And I didn't the first time. And the first time I did not, but it worked out because we were married and divorced so quickly.
It's annulment.
That it was almost an annulment. Right? We went to For the People.
Yeah.
We the people. I want to say at the time it was $400. He paid $2. I paid $2, and we just kind of got it done. It was quick.
Wait, how much you paid?
$400 to split it.
Oh shit!
He paid $200. I paid $200.
It's only 5 now.
My name too.
You got divorced?
I got divorced in 2022.
Stop looking at rich people.
And you know what? It's as long as it's not contested. As long as it's like I don't want nothing.
It's mutual.
You don't want nothing from me.
Yeah.
Let's just split. Let's be clear. That divorce, I took the fucking hit regardless.
Yeah.
But you know what? It was worth it. You know what I mean?
Because,
so you still had you came out of pocket?
Well, no, what happened? Like, because I made so much more money than he did.
I'd have paid that for him to get rid of that.
Because I made so much more money than he did, everything that we did was in my name. All our debts was in our name. Like everything that we was doing collectively. Yeah, like you want that $10,000 motorcycle? Cool. But guess who signed on the dotted line for it? And when we separated, he left me with all of that. So I had to pay for that. You know what I mean? Like, and initially when we sat down, it was like, oh, we're gonna split the bills. I'll pay my half. But once I started writing that shit up, and he saw what that half was gonna be, when we left. We didn't speak for months, and then finally the people from the place called me and was like, yeah, Miss Murray, your husband called us back, and he's like, he's not willing to move forward with the divorce unless you
take
assume
care of
all the
this.
debt.
That's crazy.
Wow.
So I'm
That's
like
when
that's some
Mary
bitch
J.
ass
Blige
shit.
has
I ain't
a
gonna
And
lie.
see, and then when I got my divorce, nigga, I had the whole NIMO
so
bill.
I'm like, you know what?
It was all on me. The NIMO bill and cable bill was on me when
You
I
know
got
what?
divorced.
In the grand scheme of things,
I gotta pay back.
just to be rid of him,
Yeah, it was worth
I
it.
took it because at the end of the day, if we would have went through a
That's
whole
crazy.
court battle,
You
I
got
probably would have
alimony.
lost more.
Yeah.
I probably would have been paying this motherfucker alimony.
Yeah,
So it's
nah,
like,
hell
you
yeah,
know
'cause
what?
it's a
At the
bum-ass
end of the
thing.
day, I'll take the loss. I'll eat all of that, and I'll sign off and just give me my divorce.
Right.
That's
And
crazy.
you know, it took me like 5 years to get back right, and then I got back right, and now you know.
Yeah,
what
that's
I mean?
crazy.
But yeah,
'Cause I took on when I got divorced.
I don't want to get married no more.
I
so
took
much
on the
with
debt
y'all.
when I got
Fuck
divorced.
that.
I took it on.
That's crazy.
I don't know the dude, right? But part of me doesn't blame the dude because some of that is probably what his lawyers suggested.
Oh, of course.
Oh, in
Lawyers
fact.
told
He don't
him
know no
that,
better.
yo,
He probably don't know no better.
that with the
She signed on.
You
She
know
signed
you
that.
But you ain't gotta get,
She signed that. His lawyer hit her with the.
Hey,
Yo,
look.
you know she signed that, right?
It's not that he broke,
but you ain't
but
gotta
he
get a
owned the
lawyer.
cash
though.
business. He owned a business that's heavy in cash, so he
Yeah.
don't really got to claim all the money he makes. He can go to the table and say, "You only make enough to support."
yeah, that was the thing. Like he was a barber, he owned the barbershop. They paint like he's making money. Like that's you know what I mean. But it wasn't that. It
Yeah,
was
his
just,
lawyer won up. Yeah, his lawyer got the one up.
I mean, I don't know if y'all. I mean, I don't
You
know.
him, so it might be him.
I don't know. They necessarily had a lawyer because if he had a lawyer, the lawyer probably been like, "Yo, you should probably." If he would have got
We had
a
a
lawyer,
real lawyer.
Yeah.
He'd
Nah,
have
the
been paying
universe don't
alimony.
fuck up people.
You've been paying
Yeah,
alimony.
that's
he would have
true.
got a lawyer.
You'd have been paying alimony.
I'd
sure.
been paying.
You've been
I'd
paying.
still be paying him.
Yeah.
If he would have got a
If you
lawyer.
had a real
so,
lawyer,
Even
no.
when it's
So,
married.
alignment.
I
You know what I'm
think,
saying?
I
You-
think,
you align
yeah,
with
that's
a-
a new
with a
marriage.
How do you
scumbag,
feel about
with a
that?
With
scumbag, you know what I'm
alimony, the
saying?
only way you don't pay
As a
is if they
man,
get
would you
remarried.
accept
But if
alimony?
you get remarried,
Yeah.
that don't matter. That's still your debt.
It's still your debt.
You said hell yeah.
So you know, it was in a long.
Yeah.
That's
and
your
you know
money,
what?
right?
No, just depending on the situation.
That's your bread.
No,
Would
just
you?
depending on the situation.
Would you accept alimony?
Some niggas sacrifice for
What you mean?
your lady.
Like if you and your girl got divorced, like as a man, would you be okay accepting alimony?
Like she paying me
Yeah,
for
she
what?
paying you to not be with her.
She paying me for wasting my time. Yes, give me that. You wasting
That's
my
not a
time.
waste
I'm
of
with
time.
him.
That's not a waste of time.
No, bitch, you
That's not a
wasting
waste
my
of time.
time.
He said nothing
That's
is
not
a
a
waste of time
That's
because
not
I
a
learned
waste
from
of time.
every.
Yeah, that's not a waste of
every
time.
Well, then,
But
no,
when
you know
he
what?
said, like,
I said that wrong.
if I know that I
Right.
sacrificed or, you know what I mean? Like, I limited myself because I had to fulfill other parts of our relationship to allow you to climb. Yeah, you're not just leaving me.
I'm not turning down no bread. If they gonna give it to me, I'm gonna take it.
Listen,
Period.
let me tell you something. If you
Period.
put your best foot forward and you walk as a righteous man, listen, you need to get me right, and then because I'm a progressor. I don't sit still anyway, so I can speak just from my standpoint. Get me right. Once I get right, then I'll have the luxury to say, yo, you know what? If
I don't need it, yeah.
still taking this money,
It's unnecessary. Exactly.
I can speak
But
from
get me right
experience,
first.
though. But I can speak from my experience.
No,
Hell no.
I can
No.
speak from my experience. When I got divorced and I got kicked out the crib and shit, and I had my own shit, I had to do everything. And it would have been nice if I had some fucking bread because I had to take on all the debt, the fucking cable bill. When I opened back NIMO, the last time we had NIMO was in my name. So now all that debt is back on me, even though we were together. Now it's from accumulation of everybody. Now I gotta take all that shit on.
Alimony
If it would have reversed or some
In
shit.
any case, like
any
Q
case,
said,
if I
like,
get some
hold
bread,
on, wait,
I'm gonna take that.
hold on, Q.
On top of the fact,
Wait.
I was raising
Q.
somebody else.
Because the majority of the time, the women have to take on the children
I
and
want-
the extra responsibility that comes with the children.
And the
Hold
man
on.
still gotta
Hold
give
on.
her money.
Relationship with no
And I
children
still gotta give her
involved.
money.
No children involved. Then
Because
you
that's
don't
child
need
support.
it.
That ain't
But
alimony.
no. But time out. I still gotta give you money though if I gotta get out the crib.
No, you
So
missed
it don't matter.
Alimony and child support. is not the same thing.
y'all missed the initial point. The initial point was if
You left me with
I
this
listen. If I sacrificed for you to get which I don't know if y'all understand this about divorce, right? Divorce, you paid divorce on what she was around when you made the money. You know what I'm saying? Because they basically they consider it
You got quality of life.
basically they consider it y'all did that, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you come with money before I meet you, then and there's no children or there's nothing involved and I didn't, then that's some skim bag shit.
Yeah, yes, absolutely.
Yes.
But if I sacrifice, I put you through school, you got what you got, and this all that, then you gotta make sure I'm whole before
Fact.
we just fucking split.
I raised your kids. How about that? Because a bitch always come with more kids.
I can't talk without
I ain't gonna
food,
call. I ain't
so I
gonna
order pizza.
So we gonna act like that. So if you take on the responsibility of her, you taking on other people too.
Like they
so yeah, I need to come save all that.
Like
Fuck out of here.
Hey man, let me tell you something.
I'm talking from experience.
Me personally,
you
shouldn't institutionalize your love, and you shouldn't.
Marriage is already there.
I'm a naturalist.
There's such a good example of it, though. That I hate that.
What you say?
There's such a good example of institutionalized love.
So I don't tell nobody what they should and shouldn't.
No, I know, but you got to understand that before meeting y'all, I tell you this all the time. My dad has been married 8 times. My dad got 35 kids. My dad got 35 kids. He been married 8 times. So you got to. My mom ain't never been married. My mom ain't never been proposed to, and she's had maybe 2 boyfriends my entire life. So I don't got the visual of black love or even just a successful marriage. Fuck a successful relationship, let alone a marriage. So then I see these two and their dynamic is dope. So it still gives me hope that you can do it either way. You can be life partners and never get married and be together forever, or you can go the proper route and it still work either way.
Because like I said, I was with y'all and we have a 27.
Before you finish, can I say one thing? Before you finish, because I'm the guy that's gonna forget, man. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, he got the memory of
a mouse
squirrel.
So what I want to say to you is this: I believe in empowering my woman, right? So I want her to have a ring and be able to have conversations with other married women. I want that for my woman. What I'm talking about is the institutionalization, assigning a docket number to our bond. That don't sit right well with me spiritually. And on top of that, to say if the universe pulled us apart, that we have to sit in front of a white man to say that we are breaking apart. It's crazy. It's a crazy idea to me. And once you do that, you start to, like I said, intellectualize and institutionalize a actual spiritual bond. You know what I'm saying? Because the whole,
but not the
conception of marriage. The whole conception of marriage was business related. That's why I don't understand why divorce offends people so much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Divorce is a sociological advancement to say, all right, you're going to break up now, but before, you know, niggas died. You know what I'm saying? But you did offer up your daughter to get to garner more things. So it's like that's not something West Africans did, I believe, before, you know, that stuff was.
I
was saying the same thing in my head. Like, I don't think they did that in Africa.
We didn't do that.
Yeah.
But for me, first of all, in terms of us, well, you know what? First, let me go to us. I agree with what you're saying. Like, we had kind of decided when we got back together, we wasn't getting married, and I was okay with that. I already had my wedding, which is what most women want anyway. So I was okay with us being together forever and just being in love completely. I was all right with that. I will say there are times when, despite whatever your beliefs are, despite however you feel, marriage matters in today's society. And I'm going to give you an example. If something was to happen to him today, if he was to drop dead today, with all the time that I put in, with all the love that I have for him, if his grandmother said, yeah, no, this is what we're doing, then guess what? I got to shut up and fall in line and do what they say, because I don't have no claims to him. As a wife. As legally. Yeah. Unless I'm his wife.
As a wife,
I can't say what happens. I have no deciding factor. Me and him have sat and talked at length with what he wants and how he wants and what his wishes are for his life, for his afterlife. I know exactly what he wants. And it probably does not align with what his family wants. And if I wasn't his wife, I can't do what I know he wants to be done.
Exactly.
I got to shut up.
Because you're the only person who probably had that conversation with him.
Well, for me, you know, this is what living wills and documented beneficiaries are for. me personally, you know, and
it still doesn't
But that's
hold
still
weight.
another document.
It's still a document.
Well, that's
So
a
it's
document.
of what document.
Well, that's
So
a document of
the
death,
other
right?
part- No, because what if it's not death, right? As a state trooper, let's be clear, something can happen to her at any time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? God forbid. But they could tell me I can't go in the room. No matter how long I've been her boyfriend, they could tell me I can't go in the room. As her husband, watch out.
Yeah.
Get out of my way.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
You'll be
Yeah.
surprised.
No,
all the documents that are out there, and there are documents, there are wills and living wills and water protection.
And there's domestic partnership too. Like
nothing holds weight
like a marriage license.
the way a marriage license holds weight. Nothing holds weight the way that Mrs. holds weight, and it's true. And I understand what you're
10
saying.
years ago with a solid decision that we're going to give ourselves a fair chance. And we've been solid. Like she said, we was good with what we had. But when we started having these type conversations, it was like, you know what? It makes sense to do it. She didn't even know I was going to do it. Like, I fucked up.
And even still, like, I'm still shocked. I mean, we've been married a little over 6 months. We was engaged for like 2 years. I'm still shocked.
Hold on.
I'm still
Hold on. I hate the way that sounds.
married.
Hold on. I hate the way that sounds.
They engaged for 2 years, shit.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank
As
you.
a man, we don't.
Somebody,
As a man, we don't want to hear. Yo, I was engaged for no 2 years because
that sounds crazy.
Yeah, that sounds like I didn't know what I was like. Because it sounds like that sounds like I wasn't sure.
So,
like I wasn't sure. I kind of did it in the spur of the moment. Like
I moved back to Albany. So I'm originally from Southside Queens. I moved up here at 17. We started dealing with each other when I was like 18, 19.
Oh shit, I got time.
Yeah, they got 30 years in.
He said he was the first.
Yeah, they got 30 years in.
So I was the first.
No, you know what I mean.
No, I was like, it's a 4-year difference. It was like 15, 19.
Yeah, it was
a 4-year difference.
So ultimately, I left for like 15 years. I came back, twice to see you in the 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
But
it worked out.
Came back 10 years ago. Like I said, when we made a decision to be together, we was good with that.
Yeah, we was good with that. And we had all the conversations. Like before he came back, it was like, yeah, I don't really believe in marriage. I'm like, I'm okay with that. I'm cool with that. Like, and at that point, I'm kind of scoring too. You keep in mind, like that marriage, that divorce, that was a low point for me. Like that was a low point. It was embarrassing. I spent a lot of money. Like it was like I don't ever want to do this shit again.
And you gotta pay all this debt. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't be good. So
I missed that.
So
whatever just happened.
Yeah, no.
You better not get no pizza on my brokey hoodie.
I mean, I was like, so that was a low point. So I was 100%. I don't know why y'all dumb people is married. Like I didn't like. Yeah, I 100% didn't want nothing to do with no parts of no marriage. I was completely okay with it. And like I said, so the way it worked, I was completely shocked. I'm still a little shocked. I'm still haven't completely adjusted to it, but it's okay.
I got a question. What's the most interesting thing about him that we probably won't know?
He is an interesting individual.
I learned that.
He is an
every time I turn around.
Individual.
So that's why I'm asking you.
He is so multifaceted, so multi-talented.
They just wake up and do a puzzle.
So
they wake up and just start baking.
Like
what?
it's really,
This nigga be doing shit.
Really not.
They be throwing me off. I think
really
just be doing shit.
Thing that I will say he ain't that good at. But other than that, he's pretty much.
I can identify. Man.
He's pretty much a jack of all trades. He does
He's a driver.
Well. Yeah, driving.
That was his thing?
Yeah. Anything other than that, like he touches, he excels at.
I ain't actually praising me. I said most interesting.
So interesting.
I ain't praising me.
Like little interesting things. Like you know what he loves? Alice in Wonderland. Like
yeah, he different. He won.
Different.
Like,
all right, this nigga, he won.
I've
never even seen that shit.
The Mad Hatter and the Cheshire Cat. That's
no bad movie, yo.
Like,
I mean,
yeah.
if you grew up in a certain time, though, that's the type of shit you watch, though. That's just what it is.
No, what it was.
I grew up in that time where I like Alice in Wonderland too.
Is there water bottles in there?
Pick the pillow up.
What's that? The light joint.
Oh, the pizza.
Yeah, it ain't good. I might have some, but I have a gallon of water. 5%. See, this is what people don't know, right? Here's the thing, right? The thing is, rest in peace to my mom's. She had her addiction, right? She struggled with her addiction. And I had 3 younger siblings, and that's fire. How much older than Glenn am I? I don't even know.
You're probably at least
8
7, 8 years, yeah.
Right, but then the twins is right behind him. So you gotta think. There's a time when this is 5-year-old and twin 2-year-olds type shit.
Mm-hmm.
And
what? It's only water.
Okay, it's water. And this, like, that used to calm them down. Like, that's what I used to put on to relax them, to put them to sleep, to get them to chill. Like, I would put that on. So the repetition of it, like, I knew all the words. Like, that's the first place I ever seen a hookah. All the hookah shit y'all niggas is doing now, y'all chicks is doing, well, y'all women were doing, and now these niggas copying you. Y'all can't have nothing from these niggas. They done took your bonnets, they done took your flip-flops.
They I
still like phrases every day.
He definitely take their phrases.
Phrases every day.
He take their phrases. He definitely do.
Yeah, like the first hookah I ever seen.
That's the one I can't say. That's the one I can't say. The fuck?
Every now and then. But some shit deserve the fuck.
Crazy. I took the fuck. I took that like a buck.
But nah, the fucking caterpillar from Alice in Wonderland was smoking a hookah and talking to her and was like, "Who are you?" And we say you, a big ass you, come hit her in her face.
Yo, that shit is about a mushroom trip.
As a kid,
it looked like it.
That shit is
I thought it was weed. I thought he was smoking
weed.
Movie
is The Count of Monte Cristo.
Oh, mom, that's fire.
Yeah, like
kids love that movie.
That's a kid movie?
Huh? No, it's actually based on a book, and it was like one of those.
I think I read it. I don't think I seen
it.
You
said his kids love it, so I thought it was a kid.
Oh no, you're talking about
that's
like the musketeer type.
Would have been like
yeah, all right.
Like
old, like junior high.
Yeah, you read it around junior highs, one of those To Kill a Mockingbird type.
I think
they switched it to Kill a Mockingbird for my generation.
It's about this count, and he it's about the God,
it's about look, huh?
You get the mask. You get put in the jail with the mask. When they put him in the prison,
yeah, he ain't have no mask. That's a different movie.
That's Shawshank Redemption.
No, that ain't that neither. That's the Man in the Iron Mask. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Very similar.
So but that was because he had a twin of royalty. This was a dude who wasn't necessarily royalty, but just through favor, just through being a good person, was moving up in the rankings, and he had a friend that was jealous of him because he was from royalty. He was from that next tier of people. And ultimately, I found out some information later that makes it make even more sense, that make me like the movie even more. But so ultimately he started getting promotions in life. He get his own shit before the other nigga, so the nigga mad. He get the bitch that they both kind of like, so the nigga mad. So ultimately the nigga set him up. You know what I mean? Lined them up. They went to drop some. They went on a trip to drop some stuff off and pick some stuff up from somewhere else. And in the mid stop, he had a conversation with Napoleon and took a letter for Napoleon to come back and give to somebody. Well, the hateful nigga seen that, but flipped it a different way and told on him like homeboy was conspiring with Napoleon, and this was during that time. And
yeah.
So this is when Napoleon is ostracized. Excommunicado, and you're not supposed to be dealing with him. So ultimately, it gets this dude put in jail. You know what I mean? You take him, put him in some jail on some island. And this jail is so crazy that when he's telling the warden, like, nah, listen, I promise you, like, I'm wrongly accused. I didn't do it. They're wrong. The warden said, oh, I know.
Oh,
he said, what do you mean you know? He's like, no, if you were guilty, there were thousands of jails they could have put you in. This is where they put you when they want you to disappear.
Wow.
That type shit. So he's in this jail. They chain him up. This some shit he like. They chain him up, start whipping the nigga. He like, yo, I'm not worried about it. My Lord, my God, to get me out of this. He said, I love when they say that. So this is what we're gonna do, right? You keep calling for him. Mm-hmm. I'll stop when he gets here.
Yeah, I'm gonna whoop your ass till he comes. I'm gonna whoop your ass till he comes.
How can you not like this movie?
That's
He survived,
right?
So he came.
In the jail, I want to know what everybody else is. He came, old nigga that been in this shit forever, because they mad at him because he found him and his people found some treasure. Everybody else dead. He the only one alive. They think he still got this treasure and not telling nobody where it's at. So until he tells us where it's at, you gonna be in this shit too. This nigga start digging tunnels to get the fuck about this shit. He been here so long. He end up coming up in the other nigga's cell. Go ahead. The nigga like, damn. Must have took a left when I should have took a right.
Well, I hear you're fucking this pizza up.
No, because you sit next to him, so that's everybody chewing.
So yeah, so
leave him alone.
The old nigga ended up coming in shit and on some like Zorro shit. Zorro kind of did it too. The old nigga get him nice and everything, but not just fighting. He teaches him elegance. He teaching him how you supposed to drink, how you supposed to stand, how you supposed to greet people, how you supposed to talk, how you supposed to move. And I'm gonna tell you where this treasure at.
Oh, so he really do know.
Yeah. Oh, he absolutely know. So it get to the point where the old man got to the point where they digging now. They digging together. And they almost there. And the old man got to the point where he's like, yo, fam, I'm not gonna make it. But here, take this paper, follow this, take you right to the treasure. Old man die, homeboy get out. He actually do some sneaky shit and get out. And it's funny, like they find the tunnel, think he went through the tunnel, but he escaped in the coffin of the old nigga. Because he found the old nigga dead. Put him in the coffin, like, damn, he knew he was gonna go. He hears that shit, gets away. Go get the
I'm gonna ask everybody what their favorite movie is.
Now.
But that's not even as like, interesting as what's a classic that you've never seen.
There's no way.
Yeah, got
Because there's mad classic movies that I've never seen.
On the horse and carriage, it was like
all of Alice in the Wonderland, Snow White, Pocahontas, like all them shits. I've never seen Hercules. I've never seen none of them shits. I never seen. I just watched The Matrix for the first time like a month ago. The first Matrix. I watched that for the first time like a few months ago. I'll be 30 next year.
Oh, I'll
be 30.
So they ain't recognize me. They came back and told them.
Yeah, it's mad classics I've never seen. Like The Matrix. That's one.
I never seen Scarface.
So I mean, classic.
Don't get me started on that trash ass movie.
It's trash.
That shit stinks. They got a white man playing the Cuban.
Why do they act like?
Because they got a white man playing the Cuban. That movie is ass.
Technically, that movie is boo boo.
It's a classic.
It's a classic,
but that shit stinks. So if you go watch it today, that's a bad movie. That's how I felt about The Matrix.
Tony Montana is the worst nigga in the world.
Like, yeah, he's a piece of shit.
He's absolutely the worst motherfucker.
He's a piece of shit. But the movie sucks. Like the movie,
he killed his best friend. I think he killed his sister.
Yes. Tony Montana.
Scarface is he's the worst nigga in history.
They had a white man playing a Cuban.
That's my second favorite movie.
They had a white man playing a Cuban. That movie sucks.
He's horrible.
That's a bad movie.
That's a bitch ass nigga.
Fuck that. That's just a bad movie.
To be honest, Scarface and The Matrix shares my number one movie.
Yo, and I just said my first time seeing The Matrix was a month ago.
Did you like it?
No.
The Matrix is my favorite movie ever.
I gotta watch it.
You know what? The Matrix is something I was gonna say. You have to watch The Matrix. It took me a while to be
when they got into the little ship and went under somewhere.
Okay, so nobody has this experience.
Which one you watch?
You got to go back to the first time you seen it in 2000, I was in a movie.
That's what I exactly. So that's what I was trying to do.
Different.
I was trying to take my brain to 2000.
The best thing you ever seen in life.
Exactly. So I was trying to take my brain to 2000, and I'm like, nigga, I was 6. I mean,
You know what?
Nigga.
I mean, to me, it was just something I already knew about. They just put it into a movie. I already knew about The Matrix before they made a movie.
No, I mean, it's the first thing, and it's the first big box film that
there's
used
so many
the slow motion shit. Bro.
There's so many conversations.
It was a crazy experience being in that movie theater watching.
Even if
I'm positive.
It was
different.
I'm telling you, it was an ass experience being in my bedroom a month ago.
Mel Gibson already did a movie.
I'll tell you
like
that it was a bad experience in my bedroom because it just wasn't a good movie. I expected something different. So the first half, I think, I was there, and like I said, I think I don't know, they got into like a ship or something and went searching for something, and I lost. Like, I don't know what happened. Like, machines popped up, and the nigga got confused. Leave it. When it was humans, I was there. But I got lost somewhere. I'm watching it again. I got lost somewhere.
But
Matrix is
so for me, I had a different level of understanding. Of course, I was older at the time it came out, but I'm also working from a perspective of even till now, like now is almost funny now where we're at in 2024. But other movies led you up to seeing this was coming. Like, so The Matrix is really
Terminator.
Like
the fuck is y'all talking about? The fuck is you talking about?
Neo is John Connor.
Yeah. That shit ain't nothing but
and Neo is really a representation of Muhammad Ali, the woman that actually wrote The Matrix and Terminator. Sophia Stewart. A melanated queen that they stole her movie.
I'm too high or not high enough.
No. but no.
Have you seen?
I'm not gonna refute any of that.
So because those,
I've been on.
I've seen Terminator.
I've been on the rides.
What was our robot?
I was on the ride.
Like this for your age show.
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
Nah, he was right question.
So I never seen so my childhood. This will give you my childhood, right? I never seen Hercules, Pocahontas, Snow White, all that robot. Yeah, of course. But I never seen But then if you ask me as a kid, I seen Into Deep, fucking Menace Society, Juice, Fresh. So I seen those, but I didn't see the cartoon. So then when you give me something like the Terminator, the Matrix, my nigga, were they selling crack? Like, did a nigga die?
You know what? It's funny because
I didn't see it.
You ever see that? What's the movie with Carrie Hill with the chick with the lips, Carrie Washington, and she be like, "You got nigga ears." What's that movie?
She talking about me.
Yes, you got nigga eyes, and you know what? It's a thing. Because my mother's the same way. If it's not somebody black in the movie, she don't want to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Like she don't want to.
I'll watch it because there's like, all right. So white people got great shows, but the movie I'm cool on. Like I don't really watch too many white movies, but the shows fire.
She don't want to like, and it's so funny because I'm very much into like. I'm into
the Terminator Ultimate
magic.
I seen it first though,
but it was ultimately about what our robot was. It was like. We started slowly, like we're doing, putting robots and AI in charge of so much of our lives to the point where we put AI in a position to save humanity, maintain humanity. And then when AI realized the biggest threat to humanity is
humans.
That's why
it's
Ultron
wasn't a villain in
smart houses and all of that, where your doors can lock and all that. You'll be locked in soon. Whenever they say, don't worry about it.
It took Ultron.
See, my mind don't go there with it.
I don't know why.
It took Ultron 5 minutes on the internet to realize humans were the problem. Ultron got on the internet for 5 minutes on the Avengers and realized, we gotta kill them niggas. It's them niggas that's gonna rule the planet. It's us.
The government
took 5 minutes to realize that.
The chip
So we got
That's why I agree with Thanos. Thanos wasn't a villain in my eyes.
He wasn't.
You know what they did?
Thanos was the man.
Trying to get rid of the smut. You gotta cleanse this shit all the way over.
Yeah, this shit.
That's just real shit.
For me, I thought Thanos.
That's how
Thanos'
life though.
Thanos' end goal in reasoning for his end goal, I thought it made all the sense in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You niggas are ruining the planet. I'm gonna get rid of half of y'all randomly.
Yeah, we gonna start this shit
But
over.
like in terms of like that Terminator, Matrix, AI, you can start to see that shit.
That's all the
now.
Matrix.
That's what made me go watch the Matrix though, because of that.
You
That's
can
why.
see it. Like now the Teslas, you come out the mall and it's raining and you can
No, you summon it.
Your car's gonna drive.
Yeah, you summon it.
No, that's the problem.
What's the name?
No, I think that's fire.
That's the problem.
What was the
I love that. I love that feature.
What's gonna stop that car from taking you off the cliff?
Not even that. They're doing the nano shit.
Chill. During the quarantine, how close is we to having virtual sex on the opposite sides of the pool?
They're doing human.
We got real close.
Where you put the nano chip in you, and you
Yo, they got that.
It's like you can use the nano chip to like how people can put their palm over certain shit and paint and shit. They're already doing human trials. They put the chip in your brain,
ready for this one?
and you just scan shit, buy shit. Your car just drive how you think, all that wild shit.
Look,
That's
more
All
demolition
that
man
shit, but just like
that's here
Sophia
with us,
Stewart
right?
said
It's just
when
they
she
use
made
the way they
Terminator in
use
the
it
Matrix,
movie.
it's because this artificial man, which is a Caucasian man, can't produce
In
a
the
seed
movie.
the way a melanated man can produce a seed, as in melanate the whole entire plant. And that's what it's about. So they think AI can save them. Whereas just like we all know, is in the end, it's just we gonna have to fuck the robots up. Niggas gonna have to
My
fuck the
thing is,
robots
why
up.
is everybody so scared of AI?
They got the robots
Because it's gonna take over, like you just said.
I use that shit. I use it every day.
Like at what
For
point?
now,
Like
I use it to my benefit.
Yeah, and it's using
But
you.
it's like at what point does it stop? Like at what? Like where's the line? And
Right.
like I said, I just
There isn't gonna be one. Like I agree, kind of disorder. Because what happened? The problem is gonna become when we are using AI to program AI, because now the AI don't need us when they can program itself. We're not there yet, but once they're
It's there. No, it is
no,
there.
it's not. It's not there. Hold on, it's not.
They fired a dude from Google last
And
year,
they talked to the AI.
and he said Google went Signigan. What's the what's the word? It went Sentinel.
They about to have a GPT.
This shit thought for itself.
Well, they had the conversation with the shit said it had feelings and emotions.
And he fired that
They tried to
nigga.
turn it off and it wouldn't turn off.
And they fired him and erased his Twitter.
No, they unplugged the shit and the shit kept talking to him. But the thing,
That's Google.
so but
That was Google
it's not able to program the thing. It was just able. It was like ChatGPT before ChatGPT. So the thing was telling you, yo, I got feelings. Don't talk to me like that. I can feel this. But it wasn't. It's not able to program. My point is when you have a program that's going to create more programs that's supposed to be able to help us,
I think
then what stops it from saying?
and I mean,
All right, well,
that
need
was
this
a
nigga.
program.
but
No,
again,
we don't
that. It is a program.
No, it is, but it's not programming other things.
Not yet,
as
because
technology
not
moves
yet.
forward, that will be the
Oh, yeah, exactly. Because we're gonna keep getting lazier. We're gonna keep getting lazier,
Yes.
and we're gonna need it to program. I'm telling you, I go to McDonald's, you walk in, there's nobody in line. You go to the register to order, they're gonna tell you, go to the kiosk.
Oh hell,
My nigga, you're pointing me to the thing that's gonna take your job. You probably should take my order. Like, you probably should take my order, my nigga, because where you're pointing me to, the reason why you're not about to
self checkout was the same shit. When they
I
started
don't
putting
care.
self
Well,
I
checkout.
got time. I don't give a fuck. No matter be my day off. I will stand in your one checker all day. I don't work here.
I'm not doing no work.
I'm
not doing no work.
I gotta be.
And I don't steal, so that's the problem.
I
Like, if
gotta
I
be-
still do something, I gotta be different, but I don't do that shit.
That's what you
I
said.
gotta be in a super rush to self check myself out.
I'm just gonna do like Boom Gang and
Don't
jump
let it
over
be
the
my day
counter
off. Like,
and just
don't
start
let
taking
me-
burgers and shit.
And
How
now
about that?
it's like to the
Boom
point
Gang,
where
whole lot of gang shit.
I allot myself that type of time. Like, oh, they only gonna have one register, so I'm gonna need.
I know I'm gonna need an extra 20.
That we
Like,
would need if
no,
you
I ain't
stuck in
checking
the
out.
Because the people at Walmart don't do nothing. The niggas who work the register at Walmart, they don't do shit throughout their day. They don't gotta do nothing. They don't register there.
Oh, not today.
I steal from stores anyway.
I don't see.
Oh, I'm not stealing from Walmart again. Oh my god, I try to
Oh,
go
you
self-checkout.
know what they do now?
They caught
They do
my
now.
ass.
Check the website. Check the podcast. I said this a
You
month
know
and a
what
half
they
ago.
do now, and they're absolutely doing this shit.
And a
They
month and a half
there's
ago.
cameras. So if they
No,
think I ain't
They're
know
gonna
your card,
show
what
you-
you
no
do? Oh, pay for that shit with a credit card. They're gonna know your credit card.
Me. Did I not say that on the podcast
That's
a
why I
month and a
pay
half ago?
cash.
That when
But that's why
niggas
you
keep
pay
stealing from
cash.
Walmart, they're gonna charge your card when you leave.
That's
I
why
said
you
that a
pay-
month and a half ago. I told niggas to be careful during Christmas time.
That's why
because
you
what they're
pay
doing is
cash.
what I do is I put stuff in my bag.
Don't.
See,
No,
niggas don't know how to be.
Hold on. Wait, they got him.
They don't have no cash.
They got him. They got him.
They're not getting me.
No, this Amazon stores, you don't have to
For the niggas that want to use cash,
Put
they
shit
got
in your
you.
bag.
Like you said, they know what's in red. They know what they
Yo,
So they're only
Wale.
marking down as you stealing. Whether they stop you this
Wale.
time or not, you
You
still
don't know
stole.
about that. You don't know about the. First of all, China's been on that. You don't know about the Amazon stores in Cali where you could just walk in, push it in your bag, and you Gucci. You walk out, they charge you. You good.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. But Walmart is then they're doing the same thing. They saying what you scan. Or prime example, niggas always try to change the stickers. All right, but you still have to scan it over the thing. So if you put a pack of meat over it, a pack of chicken over it, and it got a fucking sticker for a cup, they can see it. By the time you finish checking out, that shit's gonna show on the screen to you, and the nigga's gonna walk over to you and he's gonna tell you to take it out the bag.
Fam,
Now,
I've been
if you
stealing
got
since
cash,
1988.
Yeah, we're talking about today. So now,
Yeah,
nigga with
and
cash.
the same tactics.
Listen,
still
guys,
apply.
yo,
Hold on.
this shit
Hold
I
on.
got friends that
Damn,
I got
bro.
friends that go the
First
wrong
of all,
direction, man.
the
I
same
got friends
thing-
like
like you
I
said.
go to the store with.
Like you said, I'm on
That's
camera,
fine.
so
The
I'm
same
gonna just
thing-
leave it
the
that.
same thing-
Nigga, I've been stealing since I was 8. My
That's
nigga.
cool, fool.
Trust
Yo,
me.
You
nah,
were stealing
listen.
you were stealing in time when they didn't have cameras, my nigga. We're talking about a whole different time.
So why
The fuck?
would I walk up to the counter with the shit I want to steal, nigga?
Right.
The fuck you
No,
talking
no,
about?
no, so you, but
Talking
again,
about-
What
you
the fuck are
listen-
you talking about?
You
I'm
know,
a real thief.
Yo, don't do that right now.
I'm
Zach.
a real
So
thief,
then it don't-
nigga.
Listen,
you don't
then this
apply.
doesn't apply to you.
No,
He's
it
talking-
no.
He's
Time out.
talking specifically
Oh.
about the people
At
That
the
don't-
register.
the
self-checkout
self-checkout
warriors.
warriors and shit.
The self-checkout
I-
warriors.
They
I thought
argue
real,
over
I was only talking about thieves. I'm sorry.
You know what?
No,
You know
nigga,
what?
you
When you gonna get them, But again, you said I'm gonna use cash so they can't charge my card later.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what they do is because stealing is stealing. So all they're gonna do is build a case on your ass.
Oh,
So every time
yeah.
you come here, trust me, I said this a month and a half ago because they was getting niggas around Christmas time. Niggas was going in every other day. They would just steal one thing at a time. Okay, after the 5th time, my nigga, you now got petty larceny. My nigga, come here. I got you on camera every single time. And don't I don't give a fuck what you
Shut
pay
up.
with, my nigga. You
I'm gonna
going?
be quiet.
I got you. They tired of getting
No,
got
everybody don't
because
get
they
fucked,
allot
you get
$3
away all
billion.
the time.
They allot $3 billion in losses every year, not 5. You niggas are getting carried away.
Yeah,
We expected $3 billion in losses. We're not
expecting.
expecting $5 billion in losses, my nigga. We expecting 3. Don't get carried away.
Like you may be the super criminal, but 99.9% of these criminals
Going to jail.
is dumb.
Niggas going to jail.
It's dumb.
And they working from a place
You're
of
right,
habit.
they
They
are.
working from other places.
They
They
are.
just think that it's,
They
they,
are.
they're working from a
Yeah.
place that
They are.
technology ain't gonna
I
catch
mean, they
up with
don't
them.
give
They
a
are.
fuck about the next day. This
Yeah,
shit gotta
they
work
are.
or don't.
nigga.
I steal for.
I gotta eat today, nigga.
Like I steal
What
for
you
a
talking
purpose.
about?
I need this, and I need to do this again. So
I need to do this
Yeah.
again.
I need to do this again.
So you right.
I need to do this again. Is insane.
Nah, you right. Nah, you right. Nah, you right.
Yeah,
Y'all
I
right.
need to do this
Most
again.
thieves are stupid because they do it off of impulse and don't plan.
Yeah, like
So how do you steal? Tell
I'm
me.
not. I would not do that.
You on camera?
I would not do
They
that.
don't got your face on
I am
camera.
walk. Oh shit.
Yeah, tell us a
Nah.
secret, Ghost.
I
You ever, I got a question. I got a question for you since you've been stealing since '73. You ever just push the cart out the store, full cart?
I think everybody did that. So don't let it be Christmas.
Women can do that easier.
I told you to get a full cart.
A woman could do that
So
easier.
the other day,
You
it's
do a
funny
woman.
because one of the guys I work with, he's an investigator for mine. So he wear the plain clothes, he got the regular car. He come in with his little suit. If you look at him, you can tell he's a cop. It's not that type of thing. It's not like, but he just doesn't wear a uniform. So on his lunch break, he decided it was right around Christmas time. He was going to Dick's because he wanted to get his wife these socks she wanted or something. He walks in. He's like, "Yo, I seen my man come out with the cart stacked, and just the way it was stacked, he was like, it ain't look right." He was like, "I got to the register, and here come all the loss prevention guys running." So he was like, "God damn!" He was like, "Yo, he stole that shit." They was like, "Yeah, he stole it." He said, "I just walked out and they was parked dead in front of the door."
Oh,
He just walked outside and was like, "Yo, I'm gonna need you to give me that shit." And like he pulled the man, like they had a van. He called for the backup come. Now they popped the van full of stolen shit.
My mom was a beast.
And it's funny because he was like, he's talking to the dudes and they cool. Like, yo, so, what you think? We gonna go home after this? He's like, yeah, you gonna go home? I guess the one guy had just got out. Like, he had been out for like a week. He
had to get to it. I do
what I do.
Gotta get back.
I told some people good.
Gotta get back.
I told some people I had some deliveries for.
So ultimately, when the uniform troopers get there and they see all that they have and the amount that they have, he cuffed up the guy, and the guy like, yeah, my man said I'm gonna be home in a minute. The trooper was like, yeah, you going to jail. So he looked at the investigator like, yo, my man, you said I was going home. He was like, ain't you been in? He's like, didn't you just get out a week ago? That is your home. Like yeah.
See?
Yes. See? Fire. That ain't fire.
It's fire, but look,
what?
That's still human. Fire, son. If that was you, I ain't never been you on the other end.
I'd have laughed. No, it would have. You know why? You know why it was fire? You know why it's not fire? I got these fucked up. It's true. That's true. That's home now, nigga.
Especially if I'm going back to jail for this shit. Nah. I'm not that dumb.
Yeah,
but anybody that's that dumb,
that's home. That's home, my nigga. Yeah, I ain't like anybody go home.
You just did 12 years, right?
You
back for a week, right? Yeah, you going back home to your real home.
But why are you lying to me then?
I did.
No.
Keep
Come
on.
on. No, see, chill. Backpedal. He was honest because when he asked him that,
first of all
I know at that moment, I think you just had this. This stuff you just came out the store with. Yes.
Now we go to the car. It's a
once they come and backup come and they pop the bin and y'all got a whole operation going now. I don't got nothing to do with that. I didn't lie to you. At that moment, when that was your only crime, you were going home.
Yeah.
Or you gotta call it in like
there's liability.
What the fact that you doing all that?
Yo, you know what I'm saying?
Now you're going home.
Like I don't.
You remember the times when you
like
didn't have to pay to pump gas first? Or you could just pump the gas and then go pay?
Oh yeah, but my
that
mom
was
used
a
to
time.
abuse that. Rest in peace to my mom.
We used to pump the gas and then go pay. Niggas was
rest in peace to my mom.
What? My mother was the goat of that.
You was the
by herself.
The goat of that.
So
no, I don't want to eat off camera.
Yeah, my mom might have single-handedly eat that shit too.
One of my first jobs, I worked at a Hess gas station, and it will always happen right at fucking shift change because Hess for a long time they were like the last holdouts on the prepaids because that was part of their policy. Like to own a Hess franchise, there were certain things that you had to have. You had to have free air. You had to have your pumps not set on prepay. And you had to have some, like there were like certain stipulations.
They gotta get them toys out.
So,
and
that was the thing. They want you to come inside and look around and shop. So they didn't do the prepaid thing. They want you to. But anyway, so it will always happen around shift change. Like right when I'm about to get off, someone was still gas. And like my aunt will be coming to get me because at the time I wasn't driving. I have my older son and he's a baby, so she's babysitting for me. Like he's like in the infancy. And she would come to get me, and I could never get out of work on time because of the motherfucker who came stealing gas. Because now I gotta call the police and make the police report. You gotta wait for them to get here. Yeah, you gotta wait for them to get here. They ain't rushing because they know it's just so.
My mom was causing hell. My mom, she had a book.
So it was like. So it was like they know it's just someone stole gas. So my aunt be outside mad as hell because she got my little crying ass baby in the car, and I'm like, I can't leave. They stole gas. Like I could not wait to get off of that job.
I remember mom doing it all the time.
Like
yo, son, don't get out the car. I'm gonna go pump this gas. And I'm gonna get back in the car. You don't get out.
Yeah, nah.
And she was getting back in that shit and zoom, nigga, full take.
I worked on before they changed all the Hess to Speedway. I worked at the Hess on Wolf Road.
321.
The old dude they had the old pump that you had to have the little key shit to turn and take it back to zero after you finish pumping the gas.
You know what I did the other day?
Man, we used to be turning that key so fast.
Yo, it was
like, oh, you need $5? Oh, you pump about $3 and it'd be like, yo, all right, thank you.
Yo, what's crazy, girl? Yo, that's fucked up. That's foul. That's dirty. That's dirty.
Hell
Yo,
no.
I was pumping gas the other day. It was so cold. I left about $1.90 on that shit and got back in the car, son. Nigga, it was freezing.
Yeah, like,
nigga.
what happened to all the full service gas
Yo, that's why I
gotta go to
Shout out to
Jersey. Oh my god,
Yeah.
I was bro.
You gotta go to
I was
Jersey.
pumping the gas. Oh my god, I want to be in Jersey.
You gotta go to
Nigga, it was like
Jersey.
$1.90.
Yeah.
I said,
You ready to
that's
drive
about a half.
to Jersey?
That's about a half
Jersey.
a gallon. I'm good. That's about a half a gallon. I'm straight, nigga. I'm getting in the car,
And they
nigga.
talk crazy to you.
What? You want to
You
pull
know
up
how,
to Jersey
like,
with
in New
canteen?
York, you pull up
Have them
whichever
fill up the
way
canteen.
Yo, you can't even get
to
out the
how you get
car.
to your pump. In
Oh.
Jersey, they like all their cars be facing
Yeah,
the
right way, so you don't gotta
when I
go
tried
around.
to pull it, I was like, it's not New York.
Cause you pulling in the way my customers gotta go out, nigga.
Yeah.
They be hot. But that shit is everything. Cause man, I was pumping gas and it was like 6 a.m. I'm like, nah, fuck that. I'll get the refund for my bill, $1.20, whatever. I'm not. Cause then it get around like the 50-cent mark and want to slow down.
Yeah, and be all
Crazy
taking
as
all
hell.
slow and
Y'all
water.
can have that.
It's just water going in.
Yeah, where do you go? See, that matters.
It's
You
just,
gotta go.
nigga,
Stores
when you
are coming
pull the
for
pump out and
That's
just
it.
see what it's doing at that
I go
5,
to BJ's
at that
for
50 cent, it's just trickling out. That
Okay.
shit is
Oh,
mostly
well.
water.
For your car, I was gonna say, don't even really use your car as much because you usually in
Yeah,
that.
but when I do get my gas, I only go to BJ's. I use my BJ's credit card,
That's too far.
so I get an additional 15 cents off per gallon.
Oh.
And yeah.
Yeah. See, no, I used to use the nigga. I used to pull up
That's
at
bad.
the jet fuel place, nigga,
The what?
to get gas.
The
What
what?
was you
And
driving?
BJ's is
I
not
had
far
a
from
Benz at
here.
the time before I left to Florida,
Oh, yeah,
and I
so-
sold my shit. So I got premium gas, and I know when you them little ticks, because I'm that nigga, I pull it out and I'm watching the shit just trickling out. I'm like, this is some bullshit right here. This ain't gas, nigga. This is like water and like
Fool,
this,
you not.
this backwash
You're
of
not,
gas.
fool, you're not watching the gas drip.
Fam, when you pull the thing, have you ever pulled a nozzle out?
Pause.
No.
No Dwight.
Pause.
Ah, no Dwight.
Talking to a grown man. Pause.
If you ever pulled a nozzle out, no Dwight.
Yes.
And like you ever have your car ever ran out of gas? You had to go fill it up with a container.
I've actually never run out of gas.
All right, well, a broke
I've
nigga.
been in cars.
I've
that
been
run
in
out of gas, but
traumatized.
My car's never run out.
Well, nigga, I've lived a real life. So, nigga, it's a time where I had to.
Motherfucker, I've been stealing cars since I was 13.
All right, well, I had to
That-
take a
you know what?
container
That was
and fill up the gas.
I
And when
still
it gets to those like 50 cents you're talking about,
I mean, oh
it's
my
not
God.
it's not that much gas coming out. It's like water and little spit gas.
What?
Nigga. That ain't gas.
What happened?
It's like water.
The self-incrimination on the pod is crazy.
Oh, I was 13. I was whipping that shit. The only problem was that's how I learned how to park because I had to park the car the same way she had it. So it'd be sometimes like because we always lived on streets where it was street parking. So it'd be time where a nigga would take the spot. Like, oh my god, like, I hope she thought she parked down the block. Man.
Yeah.
Like, I parked this shit down the block, and I hope she thinks she parked down there.
Yeah.
Like I never put. That was one thing I remember or just thought about the other day. I never put gas in her car. I used to take her shit all the time. I never put gas in it.
When I took my parents' car,
What's a 14-year-old gonna do at the gas station? Putting
Yeah,
gas in the
like
shit?
nigga, what? No,
So I just said,
I'm just going fuck what I look like. You can't.
because it's one thing,
Nah.
you know, your mom sends you in there to pay for it,
Yeah.
and you might pump it, but then you can't get in the driver's seat.
No,
Like,
you can't do both.
You can't get in the
You
driver's
just
seat.
out there.
And so I used to just
Yeah.
drive that shit and bring it back. But I ain't never really go nowhere. It was just like practice
Just around the block, chilling.
until she called me. But I don't think it was stealing, right? So is this technically stealing if she got a spare key that she don't know she got and I got it? So we share the car.
Yeah, that's your car too.
Because I found the spare key one day and I'm like, let me see if it worked to the car, and it worked.
This is a rhetorical question.
We out.
or you
No, I'm
really-
dead ass.
Like, you
Because
really
is it
can't,
stealing if we share the if I got a key and you got a key?
You pay any notes?
Nah.
Any
I'm a
insurance?
child.
Yeah, we
Okay,
can't come on.
do you have any sort
Come on, I'm
of
in middle
Oh,
school.
baby.
type of ownership activity going on with this vehicle?
Yeah, I live here and I get the
Yeah, a key.
I live here and I
Yeah,
get
no,
the
a key.
drink.
My ownership is the key. I can get in
Yeah.
and drive when I want.
I
My
live
ownership is the
here.
key.
I get to turn the TV on when I want.
No,
shit.
my ownership is the key.
You're too
Yeah.
intelligent for me to even
Answer
entertain
that,
said
exactly.
question. Like,
Because how is it
We
stealing?
sharing.
Because the cop pulled me over. I'm gonna say,
Alright,
call her. She got the key.
You got a key. I got a key.
He's so
Cool.
stupid.
It's mine. It's like half our car.
Call her. She got the key.
Like for real.
It's half of a
I got a key.
Luckily, I never got pulled over.
He backing him up too. He followed
Yeah.
Luckily, I never got
I
caught.
don't know why they put that on
Yeah, I stole my
the
Yeah, once this
Car
nigga
before.
started agreeing with me, I know him all.
Bang!
If he started agreeing with me, I know I'm bugging.
But
I stole
If
my
he
parents'
agrees with
car.
me, I'm
Yeah,
whack.
well,
Car.
I stole,
That's it.
I stole my parents' car before a couple times.
Me too. I sold my mom car.
Yeah, so
Pop the
come
tire.
on, man.
See,
Life,
y'all just got a
I
good
ain't
son.
never
Man,
steal
live
a
life.
fucking
Y'all just got
car.
a good son. That's all. He got a
No,
car.
I
I
stole
never
my
did it.
mother's
I done got
car.
beat by the whole family.
What?
Wait till Noah. Wait
If
till
you got
come on.
caught.
Wait for
You
Noah.
ever got on the Brooklyn? Then on
Wait
the
till
ride?
Noah call
you
you
got
like, yo,
caught.
dad.
it's the part.
Well, it wasn't
If you
even
got
a
caught,
possibility.
be like, yo.
Like,
It's the if you get caught
Yo,
part.
mama,
yeah, it wasn't even a
that's weird.
possibility.
If you don't
My
get
grandmother-
caught,
my
Oh,
grandmother
you like your
you
dad?
said
Yeah,
her
my
purse.
shit, I'm
Go in
breaking
that
them
purse
up.
if you want.
No, he gonna steal her
you
shit.
gotta
He
get caught.
still-
That's my
If
thing.
my son steal my car, I'm breaking him up.
No, he
If
gonna
you
steal his
catch
mom
me-
shit.
If you catch
Oh,
your son,
I'm sorry, that's
stealing
incriminating myself.
Did you
No.
steal
You gotta
your,
catch
your
him stealing
parents'
your
car
car.
before?
No, I grew up in a very rough family. You know,
It's
stealing.
just-
But if
That
Noah
don't
steals,
mean- that
if
don't
he
mean
steal her
nothing.
car,
was
you
just
That
gonna
don't
break
mean
him up?
anything.
even a thing.
Wait.
That doesn't
Like,
mean nothing.
Wait, because I gotta see if it goes both ways though. If he steal her car, you gonna break him up still,
Huh?
or it's not your car, so it don't matter.
What they call these kind of people? Antagonists. That's the shit.
That's the one though. Because it would only matter if it's shit
that's
shit.
what I'm
No, listen.
Because it will only matter if it's shit shit. Like you gonna
Yeah.
talk to him if he steal her shit, you just gonna talk to him. But if you steal your shit, you gonna break him up. I'm just trying to figure out where we draw the line.
No, there's no line. It's just how shit gotta go.
Oh, yeah, that's your mama car. Your mama gonna talk to you about that one. But this one right here,
Y'all was bad. It's
That's
certain
not
things.
bad.
No.
It's
It's not
certain
bad. It's
things
called
I'm-
living
that's
life.
never crossing my mind to
It's called
do.
living.
I tell y'all all
On
the
top
time.
of, I'm from Brooklyn, New York. Ain't nobody had no.
Yeah, they ain't have no car.
I'm never stealing a car. There was
My
just
mom
certain
had a
You
car.
take a nigga
I was
Metro
just
card?
never-
Oh, you sorry. You
It's
taking
not
the metro
stealing
car,
if
you
you
might as
bring it
well.
back. If you
Big
bringing
bitch.
it back, it ain't stealing.
And I only know 2 people that took the train.
You never took
See,
the train?
Mm-mm.
What
No.
you,
Yo, I got a question.
I meant literally.
As a
What you
trooper,
mean?
right?
like stealing?
What's
Yeah,
the
like nigga hopped
if I
in the
put baby
conductor's
oil on
seat
the
and
stairs,
took
what's the
off.
charge?
Oh
You
my
got-
God.
I'm putting baby oil on the stairs. Like, what's the
That's
charge?
And they
scary
only-
as fuck.
Depends on
Yo.
what happens.
And the police
It
said he
depends
did
on
2 trips. Like he went all the way down,
if
all the way
someone
down,
gets
all the way
hurt
down, and he took one of the turns a
and
little bit too fast, and that's what
how
made the
bad they
radio to
get
check on them. He couldn't
That
reply
plays a
correctly.
part. Other than that, you could get like your bullshit criminal tampering or something, but if
I was in
nobody,
high school though.
nobody's really entertaining that. But if somebody falls and gets hurt, the charge depends upon.
I always want to know was that a
severity of the
charge.
injury.
Yeah, I never knew what the charge
What?
was. I put baby oil on the steps in school, like on the hallway
Oh.
stairs.
Now, somebody
fall.
fall, hit their head, and die, you going to jail, baby.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
See, that's why I'm beginning to have cameras.
It's just what happens.
I did that with motor oil to my friend when he was.
That was
That's not a friend. I was doing that to niggas in the school
Yeah,
that I ain't give a fuck about.
so bad.
And he came out. He like he doing like
We was doing
the
other
school
shit that I ain't gonna say on camera, man.
Yeah, see, I don't
That was
mind saying
that age.
I had niggas slipping and falling on baby oil. Hey,
What?
it wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad.
Look, crazy part is he older than you, he younger than you.
Yeah, but he's a different generational. He was born in the 90s or the 70s or some shit. So
80s
he was in the
as a 90s kid, and we did crazy shit because we ain't had a shit else to do.
what's a discontinued food that you miss from the 90s?
Kaboom.
That sounds
Sizzlers.
like some jail shit.
Kaboom was
Well, that's a
welfare
restaurant.
cereal. You got it with Wick. It was a clown on it with the
I
yellow
mean,
box.
know what
I would say
Kaboom is.
overall
That
food
shit was
because
fire.
every year there's a decline in the quality.
But what's even
But
if it
the
was
old
bad
tricks.
shit, like what's some shit for the 90s that you missed?
The old
that
tricks.
Penny candy.
The penny. Oh my
Yeah.
God! Did you just say the penny candy?
Yeah.
Yes, I was about to say the penny store.
prices.
In Harlem, they had a penny store.
prices,
And I
nigga.
used to go there
Let's
all the
go in the
time.
store with $2 and walk out with 12 items, nigga. 14 if you was good.
The picture that I posted for the battle rap thing that you guessed to get half price off the ticket to the event, right? When you think back to what Cassidy did with this $4 in his rap, he said, I had $4 and flipped that. Bought a soda, 2 Dutches, some chips, and a Kit Kat. Got 25 cents back. What? How much did he do with this $4?
Yeah.
He stretched the shit out that $4,
The
nigga.
Dutchess is $2, but $4 gone already. How you get 25 cents back, my boy? Like,
He stretched the shit out of a bag of chips.
PA,
Oh,
you know, PA type shit. You feel me?
he
no,
stretched the
but
shit
there
out
was
of
a
that.
time.
Oh yeah, there was a time when you
There
could
was
do
a
that.
time.
Oh, that's what I wanted to ask.
Yeah, no. There was
Before we get out of here, I had a
Alright,
question for
Yeah,
you.
facts.
There was a time when Dutchess was 75 cents.
Mhm.
Then
That's
they
the
went-
lowest I remember.
That's the
One
lowest
of
I've
your
ever
friends-
seen them.
Oh, okay.
One of
That's
Right,
the
that's
lowest
the
I
lowest I've
remember.
ever seen them. Before that, you get the Philly for 50 cents, but the Dutch, I never
don't
seen
care?
it under 75
Can
cents.
they act? Do they gotta ask you first?
But I ain't grow up.
So
No,
even
'cause
say
I probably know
$1,
already.
so that's $2, right? So you got $2 left. Then they got the 50-cent soda,
Yeah.
right?
Does it,
Kit Kats is 50
Is it
cents.
X too far?
Oh
Or
my
is it
God,
like
not the
50
Betty's.
Right? The Kit
Not
Kats
the
is
50
50
cent
cents.
Because it's her
25 back,
At the end
10
of the
back.
day.
Like, you feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
You can do
yeah.
a
But
lot
that shit
more than
man's,
$4.
You used to go to school with
like,
Nettie's?
people only can fuck who next to
Like,
them.
they didn't call that.
Yeah, nah.
Most niggas
Like
ain't
at
meeting
the end of
nobody,
my run, that's
like-
when it became nutties.
They
Like,
make-
like,
they
like
Yeah.
before that,
And it's
niggas
easy.
was grimy.
I'm saying they
Three
make through
kids,
you.
niggas was
Like,
on those.
fucking with
But
her
then
for,
it got to a point where
6
Like,
months.
you're
Niggas getting
above
clowned,
your
yeah,
bottom
yeah.
of the barrel future.
Yeah.
how old are you though?
I don't feel that at all.
shut
These
up.
hoes is
Ah.
Everybody hit these hoes.
You ain't that old.
Shit,
I'm
baby.
not. I'm not a baby. I'm
They
older
fuck
than you.
everybody.
Everybody.
That ain't
The
right.
word. Yeah, everybody. That's why I'm like, oh.
How old are you? Oh, you told me already.
Mhm.
I'm a little younger than that, a couple years.
She's 32.
You
What the
is it?
fuck?
I'm not 30.
I'm 30. He's
Right.
34.
You're 29. I'm not 32. I'm younger than 32.
31.
There we go.
That's what they say.
Yo, women are just like
Now I'm 31.
make everything tough.
So
Oh,
difficult, right?
And then, so I asked Phil what we was talking about on the pod yesterday. Like, can one of his friends hit one of like his old work without asking him first?
Yeah, I don't care. That's her box.
Right, that part.
Women, because I know y'all don't really do that. Can your friend hit mess with one of your old dudes? Like,
I actually went through something like this with somebody.
not like somebody you was in a relationship with though. Like, somebody that y'all was just slide for.
That's weird. I feel like it's different for females. Like you just don't like. I'm not the type of person if I mess with your man, I'm not smiling in your face. I wouldn't expect my friends to do that either. You get what I'm saying? Like, don't have sex with somebody behind me and then act like you ain't do nothing with them. It's one thing to tell me.
Is there a time period? Like, let's say you and him ain't fucking 5 years, and now he stumbled across your friend. Like,
don't do nothing.
I can't wait to get to you.
Do you want to wear my
face
panties? That's like wearing my drawers.
No, women
Even though my
got
clothes
their
are
code
clean,
with that.
But it's
Everybody knows it's solidified.
I don't think the person on the
Every
couch
type of-
agrees. I don't think the same person on the couch.
That's
I done
fine.
been
I know, I'm
through
just saying.
With my-
friends,
no.
No, actually, it's specific.
cousins.
It's
Yeah,
giving
Because,
female.
like, all right, prime example. He says
Yeah.
his friends,
He's
for the
a
most
male.
part.
I'm a female.
but I'm gonna tell you the difference because I don't agree with him. Like, yeah, my friends can have sex with whoever they want to have sex with, but if you know that I used to mess with her, now you gotta run that by me. Like, you're not running by me, but at least ask me. At least ask me, like, yo, is she poppable? You can't just pop first. Like, you gotta ask me, is she poppable? Because I might
Nigga,
still
she
love her.
fuck
Like,
him.
I might still have
She's
feelings
poppable.
for her.
If
Like,
she no,
well, see, that's because you ain't never have great pop.
if she
You
fuck
might have
him,
a
she
pop that you
poppable.
still love. Even though I'm not still popping, I still love that.
She had
You
to fuck
can't
him.
experience that.
She had to.
You
fuck
my
him.
I feel
man.
like I'm kind of.
There's certain
I feel
women
that.
I don't want
I
to share
get
my
that.
man with.
This
There's
my
certain
only
women I just
question,
don't want to share my man with.
This is my only
Especially
question,
if y'all
right?
met through me. If you did meet through me, that's
super
different.
Oh God.
But if we never see, like I said, we had this conversation on the pod. Most of the time when it happens, people mind go to, oh, they probably been checking each other out the whole time.
Oh yeah, no, I don't even care about none of that.
My thing is, what if it's really in the moment right now? Like, no, like
Cool. That's what I'm saying.
we in
Mhm.
because we here in
Run to the bathroom.
We
Yo,
in
cool.
Johnny's.
I'm in a spot with such and such. Yo, she on me? Can I pop? Yeah. Boom. Done.
See, men are different.
Hell no.
I just-
nigga,
make
I'm
that
not
quick.
Calling you.
If
Men are
depending on the situation,
Yeah,
if
if that's how I know her.
if you know
let's
her
be
through
clear.
me,
I'm gonna be so honest with you.
just
I'm
call
an
me.
asshole,
Send me
right?
the text. Oh yeah,
So
she poppable.
most of my
Otherwise, not leave her alone.
friends, I don't really be knowing their girlfriends' names.
I don't know your bitch name.
Like,
No,
she
girlfriend
be
is
having
different
to
though.
tell me some of
Whoa.
these
Girlfriend is
shit.
different.
No,
I'm never popping none of my niggas' girls.
No, I'm
If
not
they
talking
nigga
about
call
popping.
me about
I'm
my
not talking
girl,
about popping.
we gonna fight.
Chill.
You call me about
I'm
one of
just-
my exes, we gonna fight.
I'm just
Now you
giving a
playing.
reference point. So if I don't know some of their girlfriends' names, I definitely don't know chicks they just fucking name.
Like I don't know that yet.
No, that's what I'm saying. No,
so because I don't know their
name,
names,
but
if I know
call me
of
like,
them, I know who they are. I've seen them around you before.
Exactly.
I know, right?
Your name
That's
is
not my
mom. Ex.
Food chick.
Right.
And
Exactly.
if you know that's my
that's what I'm saying. I said if you call me about my ex,
but she
we gonna flex.
like you
call me
get
out the pot.
That's not my bitch.
No, I'm saying when I
but don't call me
see
about
her
my
immediately. Like when I come in the party and I look over there like, oh shit, that's food chick. Like that's where it starts at.
Okay.
Exactly. That's
so now
she giving you energy though.
But
that's
I have your phone number
in my phone.
That means we have a relationship to where I can give you a call in this moment. Like, yo, remember the little with the
got to. Yeah. Got to.
She ain't here acting like,
yeah.
Is it all right?
Yeah, absolutely. Give my best. But at least, shout out Scarlett. At least he did you the courtesy of calling you. Now, if you say, yo, bro, you don't even got to call me going for it. Now I don't got to call you. But you got to call me the first time.
But I'm also okay if you be like, nah, I ain't gonna hold you. Like that one, chill. That one.
Whoa. Yeah, go ahead.
There's about 3 right now in the world that none of my niggas can call me about.
No, probably not.
And not a relationship.
Definitely not. Nobody's gonna say what you think.
So shut the hell up.
Tell you right now.
I think that ain't gonna do it.
So I'm the only person that don't care.
I just said I don't give a fuck.
I didn't never answer.
I don't care. I mean, 0 fucks across the board, and I'm probably a savage.
And I'm probably gonna go fuck somebody you in love with. That's just
Y'all said what I said. You're talking about you're not gonna put. They're not gonna say what I said.
She's mad. She don't give a fuck.
No, let me tell you something.
Nah, they know, but nah, nobody agree with what I think. Yeah, that's 2.
But look, that just shows you.
That's 2.
What is she talking about?
I had a homegirl, right? I had a homegirl who I was dealing.
Let her talk about pain. Let her talk about pain.
It's not pain. Shut the fuck up. It's not.
Let her say your story.
Let her land.
I had this homegirl, right? And she knew I was dealing with this guy for like years, like up until like recently. I stopped dealing with him because of this situation. He would come, drop off money to me, drop off weed. She see that, so now she thinking, oh, he gonna do the same thing for me, right? So she start talking to him, right? He winds up telling me he didn't know that me and her were friends. You get what I'm saying? Because he don't know me to be around people like that. So he's telling me that he dealing with her. So I go around her and I just bring up his name. She playing it off like nothing happened. That to me is weird.
Well,
Like,
that's a weird scenario. That's a little different.
No, she's in solid competition. That's a solid competition.
That's not what we talk about. We talk about right. Listen. I don't know what you do when you make peace signs with your ankles. So I'm not gonna put no body count on you. But right now in the world, there's a X amount of men in the world that you have had sexual relations with before, right? Are they all off limits?
No.
Years later, that's what I'm saying. So years later, from that,
I don't care about that.
I don't have.
That's what he's saying. Like,
look, key point. I've been dealing with this.
If my best friend walked in here with my ex-husband right now, I wouldn't feel no problem about it.
No,
I think because of, and it probably is because.
Yeah, I think because.
And you know what? He might be the only one in my lifetime that chicks probably would have got fucked up over. But other than that, like I don't like right now, I can't think of one person. I got some good dudes. And to the point where like
see
so to the point where
I know y'all never gonna get a divorce, but had y'all you wouldn't be able to say that about him.
Husband aside, to the point where there's a couple of dudes who I talked to, we had good vibes, good relationships. It might have been something and it wasn't. If one of my friends started fucking him today, I probably would be okay with it, so much so that in 10 years if me and him wasn't together and old boy was available, no hard feelings. I don't care if you fucked her. What's up with me and you right now? Like, I don't care.
Yeah, fuck all that.
I can't do that because now I don't want to
that.
deal with him because he
Like,
dealt with
I don't
her.
care.
Why?
Because
Well, then I mean, what y'all got going on
back
is
to what-
with like how you view
And maybe
something
it's 'cause I've
is
never
much
caught
more
feelings like that.
powerful
Like, I don't
than
know
what
who
y'all
I-
got
I don't-
going on.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, absolutely. I'm not delusional.
I'm not a-
If that's where you was going.
I'm
No,
very
no,
much
is that
I'm
how
very
you
much
perceive
a
what I'm
once
saying?
once we're
I-
done
yeah,
here, we're
that's how
done
I-
here.
Nah, because it's
And I
not
don't care.
delusional.
That, but
It's
like
more
I
so.
said, for
It's more
me,
so of a.
it's
You know,
the
what
experience
matters,
that I
like,
might have
what
had
takes
with
up
said
your
person.
It was, you
I
know
don't
what it
even
was
need
for
my
me?
man
It
share
was
certain
just the
some of
time,
those.
and I already
just don't
felt
need
in
my
the
man.
back of my
Me
head
and
like
Jalaun
I'm
on the
going
pod
to
through
friendships
bro,
or
through
relationships
the
thinking that
podcast.
people are
Me and
jealous
Jalaun
of
have
me.
realized
You get
how
what I'm
many
saying?
women
No,
we have.
I identify with that.
And
When
it's
you
not weird
consistently
only
doing something
because
that's making me feel like
You didn't know. Like, it
yeah,
wasn't-
like
oh,
we're
you stand
finding
out.
out
Like, you
literally
wanna
in
do-
conversation
Yeah,
in
you
real
get what I'm
time
saying?
on the
Like now
podcast.
you wanna
Had that
start
been my
fucking with
man
people that I'm fucking
prior,
with, and you know I've been fucking with this
I
person
may
for
be
years.
delusional.
Yeah, no, I share.
I don't know. It's just
I
weird.
may be delusional.
No.
in my
That's
own
weird.
bubble.
Yeah, it's very
I
weird.
never said that wasn't weird.
I may be delusional in my own bubble. I never fear you having the experience that I had with Shorty because I don't believe you could bring out what I brought out.
it's not the same experience. It's not even the same experience. You met her through me.
See, I ain't
It's the
gonna say
You know,
disrespect.
yeah, you know.
Stop
All
All right,
having-
all right. Prime example, because
having-
I'll full transparency. I told the story on the pod yesterday, and I won't even get into it again. But the only reason why my man's even went and tried to shoot at Shorty was because I was telling him how great it was. He didn't give a fuck about her or anything else. He just wanted to experience that. And it's like, yo, that is the problem.
But whose fault is that? Yours. Shut
Nah.
the fuck up.
So
No, it's like, no, wait, hold on. Time out. He's
Everybody-
around. No, he's around both of us. So he here, like he's around. You know what I mean? So that just makes it bad, bro. You around us.
So y'all might as well have
Y'all
a
not
threesome.
gonna know that I
Never.
like spaghetti.
Because that's my
Keep
that's my
coming
number
around
one
talking
pot.
about
You're not,
spaghetti
I'm not
and
having a
think
threesome because you
gonna
can't.
get it.
Because
So,
you
like,
just called me
full
about her. You wouldn't have been able to hit
You saying it like you done fucked
I
her while
almost
he
be
was in the
feeling
room
bad.
or in the house.
That I have something
So then
so
y'all might as
good
well
that I'll
have
keep it to
threesome.
Never.
myself.
Because
I
he
feel
heard
selfish.
y'all.
So what?
Like I be feeling bad. Like
So
every
he-
now and then,
Oh,
I be like, dang, I feel bad.
'Cause
for-
other
like,
bitches be
like,
doing-
I feel bad.
Yeah, I'm lost too. What happened?
Like sometimes I be feeling bad that like I be selfish and I got all this good shit that I'll keep it to myself.
What
Sometimes
good shit,
sometimes
Bobby?
I feel bad.
What the
for it.
fuck is we
I
talking
feel
about?
bad.
No.
for
She
shit.
don't.
Like,
I know what she means. She
like, you
means
know what I mean?
it makes
Like,
her like when she
She got
has
such of a great man, and she ain't got shit a nigga. Like, damn, she got that's selfish. It's a little bit selfish, but it's not.
like you know,
It's a good thing. It's
But
a good
she
thing to
not
have.
Yeah.
She shares me.
Yeah, with the world. No, not a whole pass with the world.
That's what we gonna do
No,
right now.
I'm not
Nah,
saying
you-
that.
I know exactly
like
what
with my
it means.
women's fitness class.
I know
like shit
you.
like
You're
that.
not on his back.
Like I'm working with Pastor David and
Not
this
trying
program.
to
Like,
change
so
this.
she shares me and what I do.
No, I
You
knew exactly
want
what
to-
I knew exactly what he was getting at. I knew exactly what you was
Yeah.
getting at. You share with
Yeah.
the
Try to
world.
sexualize it.
Yeah.
We not doing that.
Yeah.
She shared with the world. This nigga's always out doing something.
Well, I don't know. Well, listen. I that was my interpretation. I don't know what she was talking about. Originally.
No,
What
what
you
I took,
drinking?
what I took from it. Nah, what I
What
took,
you drinking?
what I took from it.
Well, I
was-
mean, a lot of people always agreeing with.
what I
with
took from it was.
everyone was always agreeing with her.
What I took from it was when you have when you got a king by your side, and you know, right now the town is kingless. It really is, and sometimes a lot of women they don't have, you know, great kings by their side. So sometimes when you got to hear all this shit that these women,
Hold on, but
complain
you can't
about,
look for a king in the circus. You playing in the circus, man. You're gonna get a clown every
You can't-
time.
Sometimes
Don't
you
do that
can't
because
help where
you're gonna get a
you're
client every
at.
time.
don't do that because. You
But
know,
if I'm a clown,
certain
the circus
places
is a kingdom.
So certain places.
Then don't get mad at the prize that you get there.
But there's a
You
king.
can't
of
get
the
mad at the
circus.
prize
What's
that you
the
win at
king
that
of the
Not
circus.
talking
circus?
about
Still with
cutting
the
people
ringleader.
off and you in here doing it. Continue, Black King.
Oh, that's not happening. Listen, you funny as hell.
I'm just a stupid.
Certain places, you saying you don't do that because in certain places, because I think he was going to say exactly what I was going to say.
Certain places you got all right. So it's not from is where you at, right?
Exactly.
So we all got to understand that certain places got different, a certain kind of concentration of non-well-to-do to well-to-do, right? The ratio is different everywhere. So when you got women, because women as an overall, even within these same markets, is on an exponential rate of growth, whether that's mentally, financially, all of that. When they have a pool that's concentrated a certain way, It does make it hard to maneuver. Would you going to tell every single bitch to move? No, some bitches do move. You know what I mean? But the ones that don't, who still, you know.
But where are you going? Would be my question. Where you going? What pool are you playing in? Because you said they're
pool that you walk outside and you in every day.
Okay, so if the women that you speak of, because I know a lot of them that are progressing, not the women that are, because the women that are progressing in life financially, mentally, physically, spiritually. I just said on the pod a few weeks ago, they're killing it. The women that's from the age of 20 to about 32, they killing this shit out here. It's the older ones that's fucking falling by the wayside. Yeah, the younger ones are doing they estheticians, they waxing, they doing all of this. Like they're killing shit out here. Like they're opening businesses and buying houses.
The old chicks got oils.
Wait. Because
they got shea butter and
shit.
No.
But what I'm saying is,
thank you, Jay.
Yeah, like what you talking about? The older chicks have shea butter. They got beads and all that. My nigga, don't do that. Yeah, they out here.
I know you're right.
Shout out to Faye.
So
what
I'm seeing.
But where are you? I'm not gonna go off again. But what I was gonna say is, if those women are succeeding and they're doing that, what pool are you? Where are you going to find men? Are you going to the club and then you mad that that's what you're getting out of there, or are you going to the networking events and the speed datings and shit like that to maybe find something different?
They going to the same places that you're going to.
I don't go out.
Wait, no. Time out. Because
that's what I'm saying. What pool? That's why, because you said the concentrated pool, which I get. If we talking about a concentrated pool of bullshit, then yeah.
Capable leaders are down in certain places, bro.
I'm not arguing that.
It's just that dependent. So right now, when you get a woman, right? Because you know what I'm saying, like this is how I'm speaking. You know, for all women who appreciate what women is, and for all men who appreciate what men do. For women that's looking for that certain type of man, and I don't want to use any choice words right now on this camera, but for women who are looking for a certain type of man,
I can speak.
The concentration is down. You leave women at a certain crossroad, bro, which is either like to explore the unexplorable, which is like possibly finding some solace in sharing a good man, or which I see, which is a lot of success and a lot of go home and really suffer in certain ways. You know, certain things are not getting stimulated. And they strong, they got all the shit, they got the nails, the best weave and all that shit, but they ain't getting this, you know what I'm saying? And that shit, and if anybody know what this means, you know what's going on, bro.
One hand on,
you know what I'm saying?
One hand on front.
You know what I'm saying? They're not getting that.
What's wrong
you know what I'm saying?
That's not even.
And it's like, and you know, guess what? You could make good sex is part of that hand grab.
I was gonna say he wasn't talking about sex though. That wasn't, because that's what he's talking about. What he's talking about is having that male figure, or just having that leader, that leadership, and that male and that shit. I know what he's saying, and again, I agree with everything that he's saying. But my thing is, where are you going?
I wasn't done.
Me and him is the damn same person. But where are you going to find it?
No.
I'm mad that you're not.
You say you're not done.
I wasn't finished.
No.
I wasn't finished. I wasn't finished. So when I speak about
this shit about to be called the terminal,
where concentration comes in, is like, so then when something has happened at a certain concentration for so long, meaning that you got an uprising of women doing well and kings that can't be kings, right? Hold on, I lost my train of thought. Kings that can't be kings. Mm-hmm. The women now develop a system that is now contradictory to
having a king. Exactly, because they are the king. They're the king and the queen.
You know what
they gotta be everything. So, you know I stand on that.
Now you get women who now have to fight with themselves
to even let a man in. You heard me when I said it earlier. I said the submissive
person that a king is only going to accept. Exactly. You feel me?
I said it earlier. The submission word. They struggle with it because they don't know how to be it, because they're not they're forced to be the opposite of it. So when you tell a woman, or you even say the word submission or submissive to a woman, they like, what are you talking about, nigga? I'm not submitting to nothing, because I've been doing this shit myself this whole time. I can be you and me in this role. So when they hear the word submission or submit, it's not even something that they can fathom.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. from personal.
Right.
But that just
is there another word we can come up with to describe what we want?
Absolutely.
In that team that we
just be a union, just being a union. Because I think when they hear submit, they think that the man has to be here and they're here in the hierarchy. Like there's we can be here and you still submit. Like there's nothing saying that I'm ahead of you because you submit to me or vice versa. There's nothing doesn't put me ahead of you in anything, but the man's still going to be the leader. Regardless of what, he should still be the leader. It's not about how much money you make. If she make more than you, none of that shit matters. None of that shit matters.
Well, this is what I said.
This is the beautiful balance of our relationship. Because we know each other, we took time to recognize what each other do well. The shit she do well, she leads this. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Like,
yeah.
Like she just said, I'm not a great driver. She's a professional driver. Like, she had to drive through cones backwards and shit to qualify for shit. I ain't had to do none of that shit.
But
so when we together, she drive. There ain't nothing to talk about. Like, that ain't even part of a conversation.
Right.
Like, we never walk out the house and what, because I got the keys. Like, it ain't that. We both got keys. Like he said earlier, so 50-50, right? But it's never a conversation when we walk out who driving.
Yeah.
Right. But that's when you
now we take the train to the city and we get off the train in the middle of Manhattan.
Get on my hip.
Facts.
Let's go.
Follow this lead block.
Get on my hip. Get on my hip. Get on my hip and let's go. Because I know what I'm doing. Yeah. And you know, and let's go.
Like, but also too.
But she also said earlier she don't want to submit.
So to elevate the conversation,
I don't mind submitting either.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it is.
Elevate the conversation of what you were just saying, though, right? Like, I like those aren't discussion; those are worldly things to me. I'm talking about the metaphysics.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? The woman, like a woman, you want to be something that a woman wants to be part of. You understand? That's what men should be thinking. For me, I don't necessarily like.
No damn party gonna come.
So
I don't necessarily like. I'm not looking to like. How do I put this? Because I don't want it to sound like misogynistic and nothing. Like it's like.
Let me give you for instance from my own situation. So I'm a police officer. Like, so all day long, I'm walking around. I'm tough. Like, you know what I mean? I'm telling people what's what, where to go, whatever.
Come home, you get to be
every now and then I'll be at work and someone get real out of pocket, like some dude be really talking crazy to me. I'm like, yo, don't make me call my husband because he will come down here and he will fuck you up. Like, you don't want some kind of problem. Like, listen, I don't know what you thought about him, but I'm from here. I will make some phone calls. You will get fucked up. I don't even gotta touch you. Like, don't make me.
She probably saying it to a cop.
Facts, nigga.
I'll be wanting to.
If I call my husband,
that's a different.
If I call my husband, I'm gonna have to arrest him after.
I don't have that problem.
If I call my husband, I'm gonna have to arrest him after. What he gonna do to you? I'm gonna have to arrest him after. What the fuck?
No, not really. It's at my discretion. You don't have to arrest you.
No, for what he gonna do to you, I'm gonna have to.
No, my purpose
I have no
life
choice, nigga.
is to be useful and honorable. It ain't to be like we have this conversation all the time with my brother. It's like my purpose in life is to be useful and honorable. You know what I'm saying? It ain't to be happy.
Useless.
You know what I'm saying? Like happy. Like if you think about, like sometimes when you the most like it's fulfilling for a man to like provide or to eat. All right, let's say this. Let's say you go and fix something for your wife, right? No. I'm
over here because it's a conversation we have all the time. Go ahead.
If you go and fix something for your wife, right? It took you 6 days to replace this thing in 11 hours of YouTube University, right? You wasn't happy doing none of that shit.
But the joy you're gonna get when she happy.
But the fulfillment. See, I try to get people to separate that shit. It's like fulfillment. Versus happiness. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody gotta stop looking to be happy. This fucking 50% of the things that make me happy aren't conducive to success.
Facts.
Dead serious.
Oh, I already said most of the shit that we enjoy in life, we risk our lives for.
So I'm gonna go with 50 because some of the positive things I do really do make me happy.
Yeah, but that's for again 50-50. Like for everyone, there's the opposite.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
That's what everything. And that shit.
It wasn't that good.
It wasn't good, but
it wasn't.
Well, we don't know who made it.
What
they did to it. Like we just risked our lives to eat that pizza.
I know they slimped that shit on the ground for the guy here.
Dragging it, these.
To be honest,
I know they body slipped the shit out of it.
So that pizza kind of hit for me. I haven't had anything.
It tastes like pizza. Wow. Tastes like every bullshit ass pizza place.
If you didn't grow your weed personally, and even then where your seeds came from, like smoking, you risk your life.
Oh my God, corner store weed tastes this. Yo, I can't smoke that shit.
Well, I can ask that question. What's up with the corner?
Like everything.
Is corner weed okay to buy?
No.
Like, you ask the cop.
People like, no, that's
yo, but you turned to the cop to ask.
I think that's
what the fuck happened.
I think that was
she turned. No, you turned to the cop to ask. That's why she laughing like that.
I'm saying,
yo, so can I buy the weed?
Buy the weed.
I'm talking about health wise.
Depending on who owned the store, I would say. But like, all right.
Like, what's up with them selling weed though? Like,
that shit is damn near fucking 2K. Don't buy that.
K2.
Yeah, whatever. Don't buy that.
It.
It's damn near the same thing.
I knew
don't.
Yeah, that was funny. She nigga say, yo, so this corner store weed. I know you arrest niggas all the time for shit like this, but corner store weed, I can buy that.
Yeah, don't buy that shit. Health wise,
you dragging it in. I'm back. I don't like that.
I mean, anything.
No, if you want to get
now.
Your weed, you get
fact, if you need weed, go to him.
Grow Collective.
You need weed, go to him. He grow it. He know where the seeds came from.
He dropped down.
I mean, he know exactly where the seeds came from.
Weed is not at the number one top spot no more with heroin and cocaine no more.
Not with fentanyl on the streets.
They pushed it down.
What you mean?
It's with alcohol now.
It still shouldn't.
It went from a schedule 1 to a schedule 2.
It still shouldn't be with
schedule 3.
Mm-hmm.
It still shouldn't be with alcohol.
I didn't even know that.
It shouldn't be with alcohol at all.
Damn sure
but
now
it's with a schedule 3.
I mean, it shouldn't be with crack either, but it definitely shouldn't be with alcohol.
No, but it's not at number 1 no more.
Yeah,
so that's why the weed stocks is booming.
Weed, cannabis is gonna save a lot of lives. It's gonna save a lot of people.
You know what's crazy though?
And AI.
Weed is gonna liberate a lot of people in a few years.
They're trying to tell me it's killing me.
What?
Who's the thing?
Yeah.
What's killing you? Smoking cannabis?
That's because of this bullshit weed they got out now with all these pop-up dispensaries, corner store weed, and all that shit.
I smoke pretty
good. It's a bunch
of bullshit. People who get weed from the corner store smoke K2?
It's a bunch of bullshit.
Nah. Yeah. Wait. Say that question again? He's wilding.
I'm not wilding. I'm telling you.
I'm with him.
I'm telling the truth.
Wait, ask the question.
I'm a weedologist.
Speaking of wilding on corner stores.
I'm a weedologist.
No.
Speaking of wilding on corner stores.
No.
Anybody I sold weed
what was the question?
I could tell them what the weed was. I could tell them how it's going to get them high. I could tell them how it was grown, who grew it, where it came from. Like, these niggas just be having shit.
You an herbologist?
Weedologist.
Repeat the question. You said the people that
buy weed from the store.
Are they buying K2?
Do you think that they smoking K2? Yes.
Like the weed that they're getting is K2? No, hell no. Hell no.
They do?
Yeah, go to Ontario first and go get some Scalati.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I brought somebody from Ontario.
Listen, that's why I said depending on what store you're going to get it, I can't tell you that they're selling K2, but I can tell you for 100% fact that there are stores that sell weed and it's good. It's exactly what you want. It's exactly what you want.
Like, from the guy who brings.
But now, if you just go to any corner store and act they got weed, they probably gonna have weed, but it's gonna be some bullshit. So that
from rappers,
you risking that, huh?
Are you know my weed from rappers?
Yeah, I avoid them niggas.
Like who?
Them niggas ain't trustworthy either.
Yeah, we're not gonna
rappers.
We're not gonna put the names.
I get weed,
but yeah, I don't.
You like that?
The stores definitely, but to answer your question, no, because
I ain't fucking around.
Just because you go to the, you know why people go to corner stores? Because there's not really weed spots no more. The corner stores are the weed spots.
Yeah.
So niggas are going to corner stores because when the last time a nigga went to a spot? Niggas don't go to spots because cops are running the spot.
And they but they
I mean, not no more, but we took.
Oh, I thought we talking on that.
Now, but I'm saying people are so conditioned that people cops running in the spots, they gotta find something easier. The niggas are going in and out of a corner store all day regardless.
I
So it
would
doesn't
say
matter.
that, but when you go to a spot, they got a whole goddamn whiteboard, my nigga.
A whiteboard, nigga.
So if niggas is not going there, they wouldn't have a goddamn light board with glitter and lights and shit.
But then you got a mom who ain't going in there.
They told the
OCM that they it's a lot easier to go to the corner store and say,
"Hey, Mike,
can I get that? Give me a Newport, a pack of Newports, and give me an 8." And she could walk out of that corner store and go right down the house and go home. She don't got to deal with no niggas. She don't worry about cops. She don't worry about you a kid trying to rob her or get rid of some bullshit. She don't go
legislation.
They can't.
But it don't matter.
It's like now they got to update. They got to update.
Exactly.
Now that there is a legality to it, it was real easy when it was
illegal.
But now that there is some legality to it, I do feel like the laws haven't been updated properly. You know what I mean? Like the regulations on dispensaries, who can have one, who can't, what organization is going to oversee them. So for even now, in terms, this is just my thought on it. That's how I would think about it. In terms of like running into a spot.
The whole time it's a spot, but
I mean that's what a bodega is at the end of the day.
When there are dispensaries, like what's to say that this is a spot versus this is a dispensary? Because the agencies that are in place that are supposed to be in place to oversee and do the licensing and they're not even in place and up and running yet. So it's really not right now. You're in a very gray area.
Exactly.
Like the laws have not caught up. The legislation is not caught up. The task force and the departments are not.
Just said when you get pulled over, they don't even have a test for it.
No. I was gonna say, from my understanding, especially Albany, from my understanding, they already informed the OCM that they were not going to be, doing any enforcement when it comes to that. So OCM, even in New York City, when you see the people running in those spots, they have Office of Cannabis Management jackets on. These police departments are saying we're not getting involved with that because what we're going to do when we drag them in? Like, you can't charge them with nothing.
And this is where it gets funny because them OCM, are they police?
No, but they enforcement. They make, like you said, they creating enforcement legislation.
They setting niggas up at the end of the day, I feel.
But yeah, like
they lining niggas up.
Yeah, like
because they gave it to felons. It's like they had the program. If you got charged with weed, got arrested with weed, was a felon for weed, so we gonna give you a dispensary. Here, just take this shit.
Yeah, but different agencies have different enforcement.
But then in the long run, what you think the government gonna do in the long run?
Right down, like I worked on the plaza.
Just like they
DMV has their own investigators. So like, and we get a lot of cases where like people do like DMV fraud, especially like these immigrants. They be coming in with their fake paperwork and they forge shit to get their licenses and get their registrations and all of that. All of that shit's felonies. So DMV has their own set of investigators who work them cases. They go pick the people up. They arrest them. But guess what? They still got to bring them to my station to a police officer who's going to fingerprint them, process them because they don't have the full police powers to do everything that they need to do.
They can just go get
them.
That's
so like the same thing with the internal affairs office. Like they monitor.
Oh my god!
They monitor order. They monitor order welfare fraud.
Too much.
It's too much police shit being told.
like they monitor all the welfare fraud, all the unemployment fraud, like all of those things. And as we all know, depending on the value, it's a felony. Their enforcement is gonna go pick you up, and then guess what? They're gonna bring you to a police station so that the police can process you and do the paperwork. So if you have an instance like you're saying with OCM, where OCM is doing this enforcement, but the police is saying, we ain't touching it. Now what happens? A lot of those times,
you get fined. You get
those
fined.
agencies don't. Yeah, so it's civil. It's not criminal.
Exactly,
that's
no criminal.
That's the point I was making.
So
you know what
agencies don't.
So this is why the police don't want nothing to do with it because there's no
point.
Yeah.
What they gonna get out of it? They don't go to their quota. None of that.
To my original, the legislation hasn't caught up. There isn't a penal law section that I can charge you with. If it's not a crime, I don't know.
Exactly.
So that's why they don't give a fuck about the corner stores. They don't give a fuck about nobody.
I know Albany.
They don't care. Yeah, they don't care.
Like arresting them for something that you really can't even.
Yeah, like either I can or I can't. Either I can open this book and say, oh.
There it is.
If it's this statute,
Penal Code 16.32 right here.
And once the murder went live, that killed the state for any of those things that were there. So it's like it's nothing there.
Wait, say that again.
Like once the Marijuana Taxation Act passed, That's what killed all
Oh,
that shit.
okay,
So
okay,
this is
okay.
why the police are saying that. And some of them came out publicly and said that. This is what they're reporting to the OCM. So the OCM has to develop their own enforcement.
Task force,
To
they
do
gotta-
that, that's gonna take years. So niggas will be millionaires. They're already millionaires.
Yeah.
But they're gonna be they're gonna rake this shit up until that shit goes.
Because before they got legislation and boundaries on it, they're gonna be able to go crazy.
Because first you gotta get the dispensaries up first, right?
And that's taking forever.
Then once you get the dispensaries up, then you can shift your focus on enforcement and knocking down.
See, people saw how fast Colorado moved and thought everybody was gonna move that fast.
They lining people up. When the Dread spoke to, they lining people up. I wanted to say this on camera. Yes, they did. Socially and financially. Because they put you first to market knowing you're going to fail. Because remember, we just talked about 3 years worth of stuff they have to do before it's even a viable system. Right? So they push these felons.
That's a good fucking point.
What?
That is a good point. Keep going. I've never thought about that.
So they gave all these people this shit first to market, knowing in many
ain't gonna be nothing coming from.
I can't right off the top of my head, but there's 10 different industries you can go look up that first to marketers fucking failed. .com. That's one.
And you know what's crazy?
Right? So people first to market.
Nobody thought that.
First to marketers, they're gonna get fucking killed, bro. Listen. First of all, you don't even have to listen.
But I don't know why I never thought about that. And I know first the marketers aren't going to be the first one. I'm like, oh, it's so good. The people that
grow spots.
I never thought
the legal grow spots. They're not gonna be putting out
what I just said.
Good bud until fucking 2 years from now.
Great shit.
Right? So these first to marketers, we gave you y'all first. And then you can't pay your fucking bills, and then big beasts come in.
That's a good point. Because first the marketers, and that's not being knowledgeable in business. Because again, me being a business person, I know that. Like the niggas that's always the first to market, they're gonna be the ones that fail. But when it came to the weed, I'm like, damn, they're pushing it so that people who were affected by weed charges do it first, not even thinking. And you know what? Maybe it's because I thought that once they give you the license, it's kind of on you to make the shit work. It is, but they can still make it to where it's gonna be damn near impossible for you to win.
No. It's inception shit, bro. Like these people don't play to wait till Wale to understand it to play.
Yeah, exactly. They're not waiting.
Listen. The preferential classes, right? Women and minority businesses, right?
So,
I'm sorry if y'all take women and minority businesses. Why do you add women to a preferential class? You feel offended by that when I say that? Why was women added to that?
What the hell is that
a preference for anything?
Yeah, they're gonna use you. They're gonna use a preference. They're gonna use you. Yeah.
Right? Women and minority businesses is one of the preferential classes for licensure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you add women.
Women are the one
because that adds white.
That's an actual course,
right? Mm-hmm. Because New York, you going gung ho on these niggas getting these licenses. You add the women in there because now white women are one of the little preferences.
Not a class like that, like a class.
You know what I'm saying? So these people been figuring out how to appease us and then skeeve us
and help them out at the same time.
What do I call it, babe?
Spoonful of shut the fuck up.
Okay. You understand? A spoonful of shut the fuck up, and it's like all right. I might go on a tangent, but it's like you know. I don't like these far right black creators because that's a segment of YouTube, right? There's a far right black creators, and I kind of don't like these guys, right? Just because
Tariq Nasheed,
I can't stand them niggas.
Oh, okay.
Dr. Umar.
Let me not say far right. Leaning right,
yeah,
because there's another segment. Those are
they gone. Those is gone right.
There's ex-military guys and officers. No offense, officers. There's these class of people.
Niggas like Jocko.
And what I want to say is like there's always been a battle. With disenfranchised West Africans, that's us, enslaved people, right? West African derived enslaved people, right? There's always been that W.E.B. Du Bois, Marcus Garvey, It's always been that. And
Malcolm
what I try to kick today, you know what I'm saying, especially like it's like we got to begin to figure out how to fuse that. And then with the tanning of America, it's already happening sociologically. But we need to get key players, key thinkers. Huh?
Marcus Garvey and David Du Bois were agents, though.
No, but I watched.
They was against us. They wasn't for.
Basically, I watched it.
No, I'm saying I got the book. I'll give
you. Know what I'm saying? With that happening,
Marcus Garvey.
I'm glad you know that book, though. Yeah. All right, and I'm glad you know the premise.
Not to cut you off, so you can go, but there's actually 2 copies. So there's one that's like the book. I mean, like the movie, but then Steve Stout did one.
No, Steve, that's the one I'm talking about.
Oh, so yeah, I got the Steve Stout one. That's the one, but I got the other one too. But the Steve Stout one is with the hip hop.
But to be honest, I'm more concerned with the sociological process. Like I'm more concerned that it's actually happening, right? I don't give a fuck about the red. You know what I'm saying? But
he tied it in to make it.
You know what I mean? It's like with that happening, you know, black people not knowing how really like powerful they are if they just let go of what was given to them. You know what I'm saying? Like stop. You know, being so tethered to the things that
you programmed to think.
It don't mean shit.
You know what I mean?
And the shit we accept as a spoonful. Like, so one of the things that I hate when, and listen, I'm okay with it if it's honorary, right? So, like, for example, Mr. Philip Moore, they took the corner of Orange and Henry Johnson right there on the corner because he owned a silver slipper and they named it after him. But it's just that corner. That's cool. But the police kill Sean Bell and say, oh, we naming the block after him and it's from near to there. You're being disrespectful. Like, even like when the young girl got killed on the bus and they named the block after her. Nah, it's kind of really just right here. And you didn't do enough of a change to where people are going to call it that. So it's not really, what are you doing? Is it spoonful to shut the fuck up?
I got a question. Who's you?
Whoever has the ability to say, we're gonna name the street this and slide your name up under the shit.
Like they did on South Pearl when the little kid got hit by the car and they named it that.
Or they have a bike posted up on the highway
but
where a little
they
kid
didn't name it after him because it's still South Pearl.
It's still South Pearl, but his way is underneath it.
So what he's saying is, if you're really gonna do that, if you're really gonna honor this person, if you're really gonna say, you know what, you were wronged and you know it should be recognized and commemorated, then we should not be calling this Second Ave. It should be Martin Luther King. You know what I mean? The same way they changed Northern Boulevard to Henry Johnson Boulevard.
But I just want to get rid of all MLK boulevards because they're only in the hood. You'll never find an MLK Boulevard in a white neighborhood. Martin Luther King Drive, I'm trusting because I've lived in DC, I've lived in Chicago, I've lived in LA, I've lived in Jersey, I've lived in 5 places in Jersey, I've lived in Maryland, I've lived in Delaware, Connecticut.
I don't think nothing wrong with that.
Everywhere you go, but it's not. Hold on, but it's never the right part. It's never the right part of the black neighborhood. It's always in the worst block.
I brought up these.
It's always the worst block
because
like stop doing that.
Direct middle, and sometimes that is a little offensive or a little pushy to people that are far left.
No, because you're gonna tell
you know
black people be better.
So the point I'm making is this, man. It ain't no motherfucking body's job to save niggas at this point, bro.
Agree.
It's nobody's job, bro.
They ain't gonna do it.
It's niggas' job. And guess what? You got niggas and you got black people, and we need to understand that too. So it's like this.
You got Niji.
What's that?
The original people from North America and South America that don't fit into this color construct that they made up of black and white.
Yeah, because he don't do black and white.
Because there ain't no such thing of that shit. At the end of the day.
Well, I think. All right. So listen, I think for me that would be what I would call a sociological hang up. You know what I mean? Because
it don't matter.
Because
it does.
No, wait. Time out. Because this is something I like. First of all, there's two principles that I've been like just studying and focusing on. Like one is the space that understanding the space you occupy, right? And the other one is the world don't stop when you're right. And that's the hardest one people got to understand. The world don't stop when you're right, bro. I've been right 1,000,000 fucking times and I got less than $100,000 in the bank. You know what I'm saying? And that's just to make up the point of all of that makes sense. But for what I speak to is for how to people to move forward fruitfully. You know what I'm saying? And you can't know where you're going until you understand where you came from. But
1000%.
Wait, time out.
Don't get caught up. Don't get caught up there.
But what's history? His story. And at the end of the day, it's too subjective. And whatever resonates with you, and you decide to make your empirical facts. Not you. I'm saying anybody. That's not something we should rest our kids' future on.
Well, if you're trying to get something back that belongs to you, you identify as the thing that doesn't exist, you can't get it back.
But like you said, that's another hang up though.
That's not a hang up, bro. How is it a hang up if you're trying to tell somebody that you're trying to take something back as this so-called black person that they created? They're gonna laugh at you. You gotta come at them with correct facts and documentation, like, no, this is who I am. You know that I'm this person. And that's how you move forward. You can't keep moving forward by a system that they designed and something that they called you. Foreigners can't make up who you are. So if you keep going by a construct of something that they made up off of color, nobody else,
but you're only using the name.
That's not a hang up.
You get caught up.
I want to hear him, so I'll be able to respond.
What I'm saying is not a hang up. I get what people are trying to say when it's a hang up, where people argue the fact of, oh, are we native? Are we indigenous? Are you black? When we just want to get to the facts, right? And if we want to get progressive, we do need tangible evidence of what exists as what we are. We using the moniker of black doesn't have any withstanding in court whatsoever. That's why, as you see, most melanated people get treated the way they do. Because black,
I didn't get that correlation of that. I don't want you to move fast because I don't want you to lose.
Melanated, I just say melanated because black doesn't mean anything.
Okay.
Black, white, that's a racial construct that's been developed and made up to make up a class, you know what I'm saying, in this world to make more division.
Okay.
Our ancestors, my great grandmother, if you called them black, they would feel disrespected that you said that.
Okay, so let me speak to this then. Do you have a social security number?
Yes, unfortunately, because I was born in America.
Okay. So for the sake of conversation and for the sake of building, right? Right? It wouldn't be foul to have some sort of reference for that being, meaning the person that's melanated inside of a system, right? So just to have a word for them, I think that to be so jarring is why I called that a sociological hang.
And that's what I was saying. It's more than a name, but I think they're having two different conversations. Because what he's saying is his get back is all of it as a whole, starting with what we refer to ourselves as. What Q is saying is, yeah, that's cool. Like, we got to get back to that, but we also got to be better as humans. Like, we got to work on us within, like the name, what we call each other. That's cool. Whatever you want to call yourself is perfectly fine. But we gotta make sure that we're getting back to loving each other and being there for each other, taking a village and shit like that versus the name. We can argue about the name once we fix this shit, but the name don't matter if we don't fix this shit.
I'm telling you a whole paragraph of good information and use.
Taking that one to
and now it's like
you missed everything. So I don't want you to lose, because again we're gonna fight. We're gonna fight a certain way. We're gonna fight what we get called and what they address us.
And I can't knock nobody, but it's a certain way to converse as
we
well,
still call ourselves.
You know what I mean? Like it's a certain way to like.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Not be annoyed and allow a person to
understand.
Like listen.
That's what I'm saying.
But even if we say black, let's say we don't say no. Let's say we say.
And I'm not calling nobody an idiot in here. I'm just saying the best thing to do is like an idiot talk. Eventually, conversation has to be some sort of loop.
But that's why it's not. That's why the changing of the word.
If it's just going like this, then there's no loop. Then
black is attached to something terrible. Black is attached to something traumatic. Black is attached.
That's why
we can't say West. We can say West African.
West African. We ain't West African either.
Like there's. You get
but you keep no. We aren't anything because we derive from all over different places.
I'm just trying to no. I can address what he's saying.
Yeah, because I was just trying to use different words.
I can address what he's saying because.
But what we were saying before he said that, I was saying when we use the word black, it has a connotation attached to it. So when we break ourselves from calling ourselves that, people can't associate us with that.
Negativity.
Well, when you say I'm melanated, it makes you any Caucasian that I talk to and they hear the way I speak and hear me say melanated, they always pause and be like, well, why do you say that? And then I can explain to them, well, I'm Pequot, you know what I'm saying, and blah, 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 and get to it. It detaches them to this moniker that's been made up and gave to us.
Only for now.
I'm old enough to know. For now.
I'm old enough to we ain't always call ourselves.
You gotta keep staying with that shit.
Like we've been called multiple things throughout my existence.
We've been told we was called that. That's what we was told we was called. No, that's what people above us that made certain rules and said, okay, we say we gonna be called this, but then there's people in my household and other households that'll tell you, no, we don't go by that. That's some shit they made up.
But I care about the quality of it, man.
And what I'm saying is
what are we?
What we are and what we are is not the thing.
Because if I dress you as melanated, but you got the safety on in your hand in your pocket in 90-degree weather, my nigga. Like, yeah, but look at you.
Listen. I'm only a melanated being because I'm here.
Facts. Because if we was over there,
we would just be beings.
Exactly. That's a fact.
Coexisting is y'all niggas' problem.
That's the fact.
Ain't fucking
no, Q. Say that again though, because that's the fact.
There's no fucking other problem.
That's the fact.
It's coexisting. Right here outside yourself. This shit is a luxury.
You wouldn't be here.
This shit is a luxury. It's a luxury.
Because
like y'all keep saying about percentages, right?
If we was over there, we wouldn't be no fucking melanated.
At the end of the day,
if we was in Africa, we wouldn't be melanated.
If you was Chinese, most Chinese people live where? In China. Most Africans live.
You can't speak.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Most Chinese people live in China.
No, when she said, no, when she said,
that's the problem that you wouldn't be.
No, she was.
No, she was addressing him.
When y'all addressing him. No, she was addressing him.
Address the fact you said. Address the frame.
I know, but even still,
you understand what I'm saying? Because none of that shit is not true.
Do you think that they're Africa calling each other melanated?
The we.
Yeah, it's a big continent with different countries. I don't think everyone there
goes.
No, versus like saying black or saying like African or something. Because how he doesn't want us to use black.
I believe that just like he doesn't want to use the word black in America, that there's somebody in the country in Africa that doesn't want to use that term either. Especially
that's what we're saying.
So when he starts saying, "Oh, we're not that, we're not this,
so they're just beings over there. They're just human beings over there. They're not even going to
use
a color. They're not going to use a name because there's so many of them here. We're the minority, so we got to come up with the terms and names over there.
Native American tribes.
You just a person. Everywhere you go, it's black. Everywhere you go, they melanated.
My week
is
they
don't have to say that over there. That's what we were saying. Like when you go to Africa, they probably not gonna say melanated because nigga, that's all they see. Okay, they don't see black. They don't because now when they see a white person,
I'm talking about slavery for white people over there. There was slavery in the minority.
That's why we're saying to him. It's like the natives that we have here is only because we're here. Because if we were over there,
slavery that was implemented here. People that
arrived over here,
are generally West African. I'm talking about that. That encompasses a culture. It encompasses a look.
That was only a couple of people though. That didn't speak for a whole. That wasn't a whole bunch of people.
No, that
wouldn't constitute for a whole continent of people for 5 or 6 West Indian people that came here from Virginia. They was 6 or 7 non-Negroes, and they had to change the books because the number that they said that they came here wasn't true. They knew it wasn't a bunch of people that they brought here. There was only brown people here already.
Look. Listen.
So they just try to manipulate the history by changing people's identity. They changed our identity and make us believe that they had the power when they were broke ass fucking foreigners running from the Queen of England. How the fuck did they have ships and boats to take anybody from anywhere?
No, the people that were here helped them.
Who?
The Indians. When they first got here.
When they got here, they met the people that were here. Some of the Pequot tribes, some of the Mohegan tribes. I say the word wrong.
You ain't gotta be so specific.
No, we gotta be specific because being specific is what gives you
specific.
Yeah,
I got you.
Thank you.
I got you.
Let you know that it's not just bullshit I'm throwing out. That shit ties into something.
Now we know you're educated.
You know what I'm saying?
I know you're educated.
I'm de-educated, technically.
The point I'm making, right,
I can't wait with this.
Oh, that's why I don't get.
But why y'all get offended by that?
We didn't get offended.
No,
It's not offended.
I'm not offended by it. I'm not offended by that.
I said you educated.
I talk to people
like
this
it's just
all
who
the
you
time.
are, bro. Like,
I just think it's a trend.
But then what I say, not really.
No.
Be educated, did it not make sense?
You're not wrong. We're just saying the statement fits who you are. I said you educated as a compliment, and you turn around and say, "Nah, I'm de-educated," which might be a fact, but it fits exactly who you are as a person.
Like, you can't even compliment
you
him. Can't argue that. Like,
Yeah.
damn.
I didn't know.
Shit.
I didn't know that's a compliment.
Yeah, bro.
I'm sorry.
Listen. At the
I
end
like
of
the
the day,
shoes. I I got them.
you know, like you said, it takes a village.
Yo, I love that nigga.
I'm not here to refute
Yo, I
any
love him,
of the
bro. That's my
historical
dog, for real.
facts that a person likes to spit out. What I'm saying is that if it takes a village, I'm a warrior for now. I'm working on this mental health. I'm working on niggas' nutritional health, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a warrior for that. So when we go do our powwow and you need to, wear your dashiki and start yelling and shit, I'm there for that. Nah, I'm just, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie. That's it. I'm like,
You do
nah,
that
nigga.
shit,
If you think if that's
put on your
shit,
kente. You know what I'm saying? You put on your kente.
But don't wear a
shit.
dashiki if that's not what you wear.
Nah,
You
you know,
just
I'm
doing
just
it because
fucking-
that's
I'm
what
just
you was
fucking with
told.
But what I'm
That's
saying
all
is
I'm
that
saying.
I'm a warrior
That's
for
all I'm
now.
saying.
Niggas need to get their mental health right.
Get their mental
They
health
need
right.
to get
I
nice,
agree.
good kings around him and be able to give and take a little bit without needing to fit the mold of the surrounding landscape. You know what I'm saying? So once we get that out of people and really understanding that black people need black people, no matter how the fuck you look, because the structure is there to be. I don't go around preaching Satan against us. It's compartmentalization. This shit is a department store. It's a corporation. You need to fortify your department.
It's Target.
You need to fortify your department. And until people understand that, listen, America is the greatest sociological feat known to man. I want y'all to understand that. There's nothing that's been done at the scale of America. And unfortunately, a small barren land is the ones that got it done. How they got it done and how you internalize that is how you fucking lead.
You want to argue Vince Musa so bad?
It's how you fucking lead.
You want to argue Mansa Musa so bad?
It's how you lead. What Mansa
Musa? He want to argue the Kingdom of Kush. Like he want to yell out. He want to yell out something so bad. He know.
I don't want to say
no, but guess what? You can. But at the end of the day,
you ever read The Richest Man in Babylon?
I haven't read enough rhetoric to refute that.
No, this is saying that you're saying that America is the best of anything when you only lived in America. Did you live anywhere else?
For me?
Yeah.
No, I've been a lot of places though.
Yeah.
No, have you lived and lived somewhere else?
Do you remember what I called America? Wait, do you remember what I called America?
Oh, okay. Like
the
America
greatest
is a corporation
sociological feat. The best thing that man has been able to accomplish is America.
A feat is an accomplishment or a battle that you won.
Engine. Listen,
I mean, what do you mean by that?
Because what do you mean?
I'm trying to understand. I'm just trying to understand.
I can expound.
I'm just trying to understand. What did he say?
We may not like it. We may not like where we land on the totem pole. Or what cog we are in this machine.
On the wheel,
But you cannot deny that this motherfucking machine is machining y'all.
Oh no, China is way bigger than us. No, China is way bigger than us. No, China owns us. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? China owns us. We have been in debt to China since 1970.
But even that's part of the
Wait, do you know who?
You know that is.
That's even part of the
do you know how that debt is
finance?
Yeah, we're the puppets.
Like, does he know?
They use us. We're the puppets. Yeah, so take your hustler mentality. If I got a nigga that owe me a lick for life, I'm gonna kick that motherfucking lick, keep running. What we talking about?
That's all right. No,
ain't no SI. So how we the real power then?
Yeah, my guy.
You never said power.
We ain't said social.
You said social feet.
Y'all just said power and social feet and all that.
I said it and I meant that.
Social what?
It doesn't matter how much.
No, everything.
China don't. And as
China
big as
owns
China
us.
is, as popular.
No, China has problems. I know you know. Since you're saying that, I know you don't know
the problems that China
has, bro.
If China, but if we go to,
we talking about power. Who makes the
power?
rules? Who controls?
Yes.
China. Who makes the rules can do what the fuck they want.
Absolutely.
China is buying up shit in Africa, and China been owned us.
Absolutely.
What are we talking
I'm giving you the
about?
Africa.
It's a mirage.
No.
It's a mirage that we get taught in school to believe that America is something that it's not.
Well, wait,
USA
time out.
Yeah.
Because you can't
You
blur.
going
You
too
can't
deep.
blur. No, he's not. He's
And
not
the
at all.
fuck
He's
you
not.
did.
He's surfing.
No, he's not. He's
But
not.
he's
Because
saying
you
true
can't
shit.
blur
Come on,
what
man.
I said.
I'm not blurring.
I'm
not
make
blurring.
that
To make a
argument.
point, yeah.
I'm
What
not
I
blurring,
said,
brother.
what those
I'm giving.
Europeans created on our backs, everything you're gonna add to it, yes, is correct. On our backs, fucking killed us, decimated our families, all of that shit is one of the greatest sociological feats. It took it. See, which I don't understand is what I'm saying has background, all right, within the cradle of civilization, how we even got here. Okay, you know what I mean? It's deeper than that.
I'm
But
listening to you.
since you like to say what you say, you have to understand none of that really matters because the only thing that's inevitable is the future. Where is this going?
But you gotta, like you just said earlier, you gotta know your past to get to the future. And if you don't know where you came from and what you really are, and you keep perpetuating the same bullshit that they fed you, that's not been getting us nowhere since the beginning of time. Like something got to change, bro, and it's got to start with our thinking and who we call and what we call ourselves. Marcus Garvey was an agent. That nigga was an agent.
Everything that I think
was an agent against us.
No, that's what I'm trying to show you. But all of the progressions listen, all of the people that took slaps and that took
lashings,
all lashings and all that shit to get to use this system to gain some of the things that we have, those are the real progressions, my man. You have to infiltrate something and take it over. I can't, if you don't have nothing, you can't change nothing.
How has that worked?
So
how has infiltrating working? How has that worked? They've infiltrated
so wait,
us.
Stop. It
They
all started.
infiltrated us and manipulated us.
Let me tell you why.
Ain't no nigga in the history of niggas been able to manipulate them and change the goddamn thing, i.e. Barack Obama. So what we talking
you went to the
about?
most useless nigga.
Come on.
You went to Barack though.
So then you give
us
one. So then you give.
So you give it, guys. Right? You give me one.
Wait, bro.
Right, give me one,
bro.
Give
right
me one.
now,
Give us one.
Right now, there's enough capital within the black space to liberate any community.
How? When they give it away back to them.
That's
so
why
now you back to me.
Exactly.
Now come on home, nigga.
Exactly. We start with the most. Just because we give it away, don't mean
that's
we
where the
start
conversation
with it.
started.
We got the most capital to change and liberate shit. The reason why we don't is because we give it out.
Because we keep heading on to this black mentality. It starts with a mentality. If you say you want to change our mindset, then you got to get out of the thing that they created for you to believe who you are.
I call myself black all the time, and I don't fall within that. I've beat the Matrix or whatever the case may be. Like I've gotten out of that. I call myself black. That doesn't change anything.
Listen,
versus you calling yourself melanated.
It
don't make me less than who I am because I call myself black.
People from a region still come to a
place. And to you, that's your mentality. Now, to someone else who may know a little bit more knowledge than you.
Because now say who you find out what tribe you're from, and then the Caucasians that's been ruling your land, that's owned to you. You can't claim it by being black.
What is they talking about? Do you know how many?
You can't get it by claiming black. That's all I'm saying.
Anything to like listen. It's not about dying.
I know that.
Why wouldn't you? No, but why wouldn't you? But no.
Resistance is the.
But no, being the person you are. No, he ain't from Africa. Most niggas
start to grow this way.
He ain't from Africa because he's not from Africa.
I don't think
So we not from Africa. Most of us.
What I'm saying to you is,
most of us
when they
took
Central,
I believe that. Thank you. You know how many people want to argue with me because I say I don't think
we were
all black
supposed to
people are
take that and do what
Africa.
every other nation. I'm talking about
so all I'm saying to you,
because Jamaicans ain't fucked up like us.
So all I'm saying to you is, legally, and Obama said it, black doesn't have no standing
are rated
involved.
with Chinese.
I understand that,
but you can't say that and then argue, bro. How do you take your land back if you claiming something that don't exist?
On their own will. Their families here are rated with Asian families. You can look all these shit up. I'm not talking about
myself black, and you consider yourself melanated.
So this shit is a
I'm
problem
still changing
with
shit
niggas who was
with
beat
me
down
considering myself
with the
black.
really
When I
lit
go and
shit,
talk to these
and they
kids,
don't.
when I
And
work
we
in the
not
school district, when I
figuring
work
out
in
a
Haiti
way
County,
to, because for
when
me,
I have my cooking class, when I have
it
my
don't start
financial
with
literacy
love
class
for
with the
me.
kids, when I do the Shark
You
Tank
can't
with kids,
educate
all
nobody.
of
You
those
know,
is changing
you know
shit.
what
And I
I'm
still
saying?
consider myself
Because all
black.
this education
You consider
comes
yourself
with a
melanated.
price.
So I'm
Even
still
when you,
changing shit no matter what
I
I call myself or whatever I
monetize
consider myself.
education right
I'm
now.
still
So I'm just
changing
telling you,
many
you know,
you showing
every day.
You're
just
showing that
if you
somebody
look at that,
because
you know
we
what I'm
don't use the
saying? It's
word.
like
Because I'm
no,
telling them
the
that
shit.
what's up here matters.
Nobody
What's in
hates
here
black
matters.
people.
What
Black
they're gonna call you whatever the fuck that you're gonna answer to whoever
Nobody
they call you
hates
if you answer to it.
FBAs
Nigga.
more than
That's what you decide to answer to.
And what I'm saying,
you got to answer to it. You are what you want to be.
But if you still saying black, they're just gonna keep using that, and they know that don't mean nothing.
Yeah, I'm heading out soon too.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we never gonna make it to Catholic High game.
If you gonna
You
keep
guys,
using
it was
something,
nice
else.
meeting you guys.
And that's what you gotta address, man.
What you mean?
I'm
No.
gonna be in contact with you. I said it was nice meeting y'all, but I know you.
That's why don't do that to me. That's crazy.
Thank you. Hi, bye to all of the viewers.
Yes.
Now you don't want in the show.
All right, yo, that's the show.
I didn't
Full circle, but it's probably gonna change because I think me and Beast came up with a better name just now. A lot of plane landing. Yo, Pony, get that ass out of that shit. I'm dragging the wagon.
Don't get it out.
Hold on, wait.
No,
Before I leave, wait. Give me 2 seconds before I leave. We out of here though. Nah, I just need